Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Shane. That's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing some Secret World Legends. This won't be our first time playing, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, look at my info below. You see a link to my YouTube channel where I archive all my streams, not just this game, and every game we ever played live. So if you ever find yourself in the mood to see a game played start to finish that might be a little weird, obscure, unusual, or just nostalgic, feel free to click over there, see what I got available, or we subscribe if you're so inclined. But for tonight, let us get into the game, shall we? So last time we were in Transylvania, and we found out that the vampire queen has apparently come back from the dead, and so we have to resurrect Dracula to kill her. Yeah, you heard that right. Let's see, Quackers, cutest emote in all of the arena? No, cutest emote on all of Twitch. All of it. All of it, Quackers. Don't sell yourself short there. Let's see, Demons, speaking of canon for Star Wars, my understanding after Disney acquired the franchise that everything except the movies are considered non-canon. It's the movies and the TV shows. Star Wars Clone Wars is still canon, Star Wars Rebels is still canon, and the upcoming TV shows are considered canon as well. They have started making some books and comics that are also canon as well. Who are you asking about the story mission, LTG? I missed that. Alright, so first thing, let us go ahead and we got a mission completed. Outstanding results, but no item, unfortunately. I was hoping to... Oh no, I wasn't able to send him on that mission for an item. I'll just do that. This one gives an item, but I don't... Yeah, I don't meet the requirements for that mission, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to take a mission that gives those requirements, I assume. Yeah, let's send him on this one. There we go. Plugging the factor of the team. That's good, but you gotta make sure everyone knows the cutest emote on all of Twitch. I want to be very clear about that. The single player, yeah, video games. They're starting to come out with video games that are canon too. Basically, after a certain point, around when Star Wars Episode 7 came out, they started transitioning into the point where everything new that was coming out is canon now. So. Going forward, basically everything that's coming out is canon, but everything before a certain point, a hard delineation isn't canon anymore. Let's see, I was just curious, seems maybe closer to the end than you may think, or the wiki is hell outdated. The wiki you're looking for, LTG, is the one called Cry Gaia. That's the official one, although it's still kind of a mess. That's a good question though, where am I? I am currently on story-wise. I am on Mortal Sins. Let's see, where am I? Mortal Sins is my current storyline mission, and I'm on Mortal Sins Tier 20. But I'm also doing a lot of side quests too, so that throws things off a little bit. Alright, so, speaking of, what do we got for our current missions right now? So I need to touch base with Milosh for this, but we can do that basically whenever. Actually, Milosh probably isn't far away from right here, is he? Let's take a look. Or they're not going to give me a marker for that. That's cool of them. Hopefully I think I know where Milosh is right over there. He's not too far. Let's go talk to Milosh. Drop off this severed statue head, see if he's happy that we're giving him a severed statue head. I don't know that he will be, but hopefully he's going to be at least cool about it, not going to be weird. Why are you giving me this giant severed statue head? Because I thought you might want it, Milosh. You know, it seems like the kind of thing you're into. I didn't intend any offense. It's just, you know, sometimes people want severed statue heads. Just saying.
Your assistance is appreciated.
There we go.
Goodbye.
Let's see. Is the head from the statue of the town founder? Is that a Simpsons reference, Stray Dog? Are we talking about Jebediah Springfield up Inns? Seamus! Seamus slide in with a double entendre. How are you doing today, Seamus? Welcome in. Oh, hey, we actually got the mission wrap up for this. Sweet it was in one sense, honey sweet, Stoker. Don't mention this to Anita, but your traipsing through Romania keeps reminding me of a girl I once knew. The heart wanders on occasion, must be all that magic in the air. Purely if we give a bit of unprofessionalism, I dare say we've gotten to know each other by now. One day I shall divulge the details over sherry. For now, I suspect you have another ancient love story to focus on. I do. He is not wrong. You know what they say, head is like pizza, even if it's not great, it's still pizza. I don't know that I have ever heard that said, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I hope you are having a good week, Seamus. Good to see you as always. What do we got here? We got a little bit of upgrade stuff. Let's go ahead and deal with that real quick. Might have been a Simpsons reference. Hell yeah, Trey Dog. Hell yeah. Alright, so... none of the distillate is very good even. See if we can get this ring maxed out maybe. Oh, that's a weapon distillate. That explains why it wouldn't let me put that on there. We'll get up to level 22, not bad. And then for the weapon distillate, let's throw that on my shotgun. Sure, get a couple levels. But if you fold the pizza in half, you have a calzone. No! No, calzone's it's a little bit different. It's a tiny bit different. I am going to split hairs on this one. This calzone's baked. Folded up already. It's totally different. And then they season the outside. Although I suppose you could probably do it's not. I'm gonna back away while I'm still can. But it's different. I insist. That up to level 19. We're getting close. We're getting that up to max level so we can get another purple in our inventory. That's pretty awesome. What you do is you buy some of those $1 pizzas, then microwave them and roll them up for a pizzerito, or roll it and toast it, then you have a giant pizza. Oh my god. Now you guys are making me want pizza. The stream's just starting. The stream's just starting. I shouldn't be getting snacky this early. It's terrible. I have nothing to snack on here, chat. It could be disaster, but I did mention per the ancient apartment rules, there's always a pizza in my freezer labeled emergency pizza for pizza emergencies. Because sometimes that's a thing. Sometimes you get a pizza emergency. Need some emergency pizza, so that is a thing I could do. And it isn't technically breakfast, even though it will be like 8 a.m. when we finish. It's the end of my day, so not technically breakfast. So I could probably get away with that. Except partial responsibility, Seamus. No worries. No worries. Honestly, I'm usually the one starting pizza chat in here, so I shouldn't try and throw shade at anybody else.
Bounty detected. Initiating.
Oh my god, why is there always a local bounty to kill ghosts around here? I don't know, but we need to do a couple local bounties for my daily anyway, so let's bust some ghosts. Hammer does seem to be helping the situation a bit. Pizza emergencies are the best emergencies in the pantheon of emergencies. I will agree with you there. Wombles! Wombles exploding into the stream in a hot fireball of generosity. Thank you for the gift sub, Wombles. Welcome in, Wombles. How is your week doing? Hope everything has been going well for you. Wombles is on the rampage again. He's unstoppable. Can't be stopped. You can try. You'll fail. And Trey Dog, enjoy your gift sub. Enjoy that ridiculous little emote for the next 30 days. This is just like real life. I pay first and I say hi. Wombles. Oh, my goodness, Wombles. Let's see. I flick money at people I want to talk to. Wombles, my goodness. You don't have to, though, Wombles. You don't have. You're welcome here regardless, Wombles, but the generosity does mean a lot. Alright, so we've been down here before. This is the entrance to Dracula's secret tomb. And the reason we're going back there now is because we need to resurrect Dracula to help us kill his former demon lover. Good video games, folks. And hey, Bakiko, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Good to see everybody. Like I said, I missed 2 days of stream last week due to some technical issues, so I am extra thirsty to be streaming again, extra thirsty to hang out with you folks again. Everything is awesome seeing you all. Do something here? No, I gotta... Oh, maybe I do use something here. Sounds like a dubious mission. I'm not sure I like this play. Always thirsty, it's true. Alright, so I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen right here, so buddy, cross your fingers and hold your breath. Whoa! Silver egg.
Quick access inventory updated.
Goal completed. Gather Dracula's essence. Alright, so we got Dracula's soul captured in a nice, convenient travel form. So that's good. Best comeback ever. I am dead. No wobbles. Live. Live, wobbles. Fight through. Survive. As for my week, it's been middling at best, but glad to be here. And with only 3.5 hours left in your shift, glorious. Glorious. Hopefully it's a nice easy coast out of the shift there, Seamus. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. What came first, the Dracula or the egg? See, I'm inclined to think it was the Dracula, but I don't actually know what came before the Dracula, so you might be onto something there, Demon Grin. You might. So are we just doing Symphony of the Night now, collecting Dracula's pieces? That wasn't Symphony of the Night, that was Castlevania 3. Symphony of the Night, we were just trying to get Alucard's abilities so we could get the hell through that clock tower. I should know, that's one of my favorite games of all time. Love Symphony of the Night. Your internet burped, oh no, Bakiko. Make sure and pat it on the back, get the rest of those burps out there, just in case. Alright, so... we still have this stupid ghost quest. I'm just gonna get rid of this ghost quest. I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna do it. Oh no, that was Castlevania 2. Dang it, I'm trying to be all like smart aleck here. And I had it too. No, Castlevania 2 is the one where you're gathering Dracula's pieces. That's also the one where it is a horrible night to have a curse. I remember now. I was thinking about Castlevania 3. That's what got me there, Seamus. I was thinking about Castlevania 3 because I finally got around to watching Netflix Castlevania. Which is based on Castlevania 3, so that's why I had it on the brain. Also, I kind of enjoyed it. There wasn't much there. It was less than 90 minutes of it. But I thought it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I just killed Slenderman? Wow, is that all it took, Demon Grin? I just had to hit him with a hammer a couple times? Oh, goodness. I don't know why everyone was making a whole big fuss then. It made him sound like some sort of big bad. Did anyone just try hitting with a hammer before? It seems like an obvious solution. Maybe I'm the innovator here. I don't know. I don't know. 2 more seasons, LTG. Oh, I didn't hear that. That sounds amazing. I like the writing of the series, probably because Warren Ellis is one of my all-time favorite comic book authors, and you can definitely see his fingerprints on the dialogue in the series, which is fun. You found it quite meh, Seamus? See, I can understand finding it meh, because even though I watched the whole thing and enjoyed it, it very much feels like the whole 4 episodes is a prologue to something else. So I think, honestly, if you want to binge the series, I would probably recommend to people to maybe consider waiting until there's more to see. Because as of right now, you know, they just barely get started before the 4 episodes end. So I'm curious where it goes from here, because at the end of the 4 episodes, it's like, alright, now we're getting somewhere. Now we've got something going on. So we'll have to see from here. That's it. You didn't have a hammer to kill Slenderman, that was the big deal. Well, see, that seems like a problem. That seems like an oversight. Modding, perhaps? Maybe they should mod in something the big hammer that kills Slender Man, because Shane has proved that is a thing that works. Shane is the game's official home of the place where we proved that to kill Slender Man, you just gotta hit him with a hammer. That should be my new slogan now. Seems like a good gimmick. What do you think, folks? That'll be the new selling point of the stream. Here's where I discovered that bastard isn't so tough. I think it could be a nice claim to fame. Oh, dang it. I didn't want to aggro two guys. That's not good. That could actually be a bit dangerous. Let's see what we can do here. Of course, I run out of pistol energy right in the middle of this. Oh, I'm not feeling great. Alright, we're gonna have to use a potion right there. A little early to be using one, but what are you gonna do? Alright. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I had to use a potion, which sucks, but we got through. And we'll check those out in a bit. Slenderman really does look kind of like a nail. Exactly! It's all so obvious. Why am I the first one thinking of this? It's shameful. It is shameful. Somebody should have figured this out long ago. You have to keep coming back here to prove it to new visitors to the stream. I'll just put a video out, and I'll start every stream with a video of me doing the thing. That seems reasonable, right? Ooh, alright, so that was the last storyline quest for this area. So we're officially done with storyline quests for this area, so that means all we gotta do is some side quests, and then we can move on to the next place. So that's awesome. So in that case, let's find some side quests to do. Which it looks like there is rather a considerable amount. Let's get started on those. Yeah, Demon Grin, this is an MMO, but it's designed to be completely playable solo. And that's how I've been playing it. I've been playing it basically all solo. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. Out of all the MMOs I've ever played, I have enjoyed the storyline in this one the most. I've liked it a lot. And it's free to play too, which is also nice. Always a plus. Yeah, there is a Slender Man movie coming out, which is odd, because I thought they already did one of those. Or maybe two, but I like horror movies. I'll take a look. You never know. Freaking Sony Pictures film. Sony Pictures sometimes dips into some weird territory, LTG. I could have swore they did. I'm going to have to look that up later, because I really thought they did. I thought they made a Slender Man movie, and I thought Doug Jones played Slender Man. Or maybe I was thinking of this movie, and it just hasn't come out yet. Root of the problem. A large, sickly-looking spore pod has set root in the ground and seems to contaminate the area around it. Spore pod is larger than the others in the area. It could very well be an important source of the spreading of the fungal filth. Examine it more closely to figure out what to do about it. Yeah, we can do that. Let's take a look at this thing, see what we can figure out. Ah, a water purification plant, which we know is a cesspool of this stuff, so let's see what we can find out there. Oh, thank you for linking that trailer, LTG, I appreciate that. Let's see, are worlds instance, or are they just not many people playing? A little bit of both, Demon Grin, but one of the things they do is they keep the world separated into a very large number of shards, specifically for the idea that if you want to play solo, like I do, then you don't have to run into any other players. So the instances are numerous, and it's completely possible to play for an entire day without running into any other players. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I like that too. I like the fact that I'm not constantly seeing players running around screaming everywhere. I can just sort of pretend this is a single player game if that's what I really want, and sometimes I do. Instances are nice. I do appreciate instance games like this. Alright, so we are going to go find some fungicide. That sounds like an amazing idea, because this filth fungus stuff needs to die a lot. It's terrible and awful, and I hate it. It looks like I need to go in here for this, so let's do it. Coffee, then Dark Souls 3. Is this your first run through with Dark Souls 3 Quackers, or you doing a specific challenge run, or what's going on? I'm curious now. Hit these guys with hammers. Oops. Attracted some more attention than I would have liked. It's fine, got that nice red match there. I'll speed things up. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, where is that fungicide? Here we go. You're gonna be unpopular, Shane, giving you killing all the fun guys. Starting the puns out early. I love it. I love it. Alright, so now we're going back to that spore pod we found before, and we're gonna try hitting with some fungicide and see how they appreciate that. See how they like them apples. And we'll go from there. There we go. Although, you know, this being a video game, something tells me that isn't quite going to do the deed. Well, let's give it a shot. Ow! Oh! Oh, what the hell? Alright, so it did actually work, but we, summoned something terrible. That's not good. And of course, the sledgehammer is a really terrible weapon to have in this area since all of the enemies seem to have self-centered AoEs. But alright, we're good. We're good. We did the thing. Let's see, first run, I'm co-oping today with one of my mods. She is good at the souls. Also, you're getting carried. No shame. No shame, but I hope you have a very fun time, Quackers. Good luck with it as well. It's terrible Tarot, I like that. More puns! Oh no. Oh no, hang on. Oh, this guy's a unique too. Man, I didn't want to fight a unique. I just wanted to get some items and then equip those items and level up my items. And oh, then this guy comes out of nowhere with the violence. Alright, fine. Finish him off, then I'll find somewhere safer to level up my items. There we go. Alright, I don't see any enemies over here. Let's chill here for a second. Hey Dax, welcome in. How are you doing today, Dax? Hope all is well with you. Let's see. That's where I am by myself. Thanks, we're just as good to each other. Aw, good to hear. Let's see. Gotta go. Stream is great, but I like the beard better, to be honest. Whatever you like best, Wombles. No shame in that. Thank you for stopping by, Wombles. Thank you for the gift sub as well. You take care of yourself, and I will see you around, my friend. Dex, you tired? Gonna lurk a bit, play one more day in Stardew, and then sleep? Sounds good, Dex. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your lurk. Good luck with Stardew, and hopefully we'll see you around. Let's see. New Game Plus is much easier to solo than just New Game. I'm curious. Do you know why that is? That seems counterintuitive to me. I'm curious if there's a specific reason behind that. Ooh, hello. What is this? Whenever you evade an attack or an attack glances you. Ooh. That's interesting. Not something I would use, especially since it's only one dot, but I've never seen something like that come out of a regular backpack before. Interesting. Yeah, alright. Get some upgrades done. And what do we need to do here? Level this up. We've got 2 of those. That's good luck. Get up
Critical
to 20
empowerment results.
with a crit. Very nice. And then my dice. And lastly, my spare necklace. Get up to 12. Excellent. Oh, we got some, go ahead and deal with these glyphs too. Throw that on there, get that up to 16. Very nice. Hey, Bread, welcome in. Long time no see, my friend. How have you been? Hope everything has been well for you in the bread bin. Good to see you as always. Speaking of lurks, I should go about some office work in lurks. I have higher than average tickets to deal with, even though it is quiet. Ooh, well, hopefully it's nothing too strenuous, nothing too disastrous, Seamus, but you enjoy your lurk, and thank you for stopping by as always. Alright, there's a character just to the east of me that I don't think we've actually even met yet, so let's go introduce ourselves, shall we? Brad, you passed out early and now you're awake. You were awake very early, Brad, but welcome in as always. Hope the day ahead of you is going to be good. Hope the week behind you has been good as well. Always a pleasure. When did Rurouni Kenshin come back? The manga? Manga came back earlier this year. The creator wanted to make, I think it was just like a one arc type thing. But then the manga got pulled from Shonen Jump because the creator of the series was convicted of child pornography. But apparently they're going to bring the manga back anyway because Japan. So, if you're a Kenshin person, look forward to that. I'm a little put off at this point. Just time consuming, and I want to look like I'm actually accomplishing something. I know that feel, Seamus. Just having something to put on the old work report there. I did a thing today. I did a thing. I earned my pay, I swear. I lived that life there, Seamus. Respect. But yeah, I should say I've never been a fan of Rurouni Kenshin. I don't know. I watched the anime back when it was on Toonami back in the day, and it felt like every episode ended with Kenshin about to get into this big awesome battle, and then he'd be like, "No, I walk the path of peace," and then there wasn't a big awesome battle, and then I just throw my hands up in the air and go, "What the fuck?" Because I was a teenager watching anime and I wanted to see some awesome battles, and I never quite got there. So that's my history with Kenshin. The Wild Hunt. The forest is infested by the filth, and all who travel it, supernatural or not, are in danger of being consumed by the corruption. The Lele is especially upset about the fungal filth crawling across the old woods and wants it cleared no matter the cost. The Lele partially blames the secret world for the corruption in her forest. Truly, it's a terrible situation. But her anger makes it even worse. Find and destroy some fungal filth to appease her. Alright, we can do that. He did break a lot of noses. You are right about that, Demon Grin. That is a thing. Dex! I mean, yeah, that too. That too. DBZ, several weeks of yelling, 2 minutes of fighting, or sometimes several weeks of fighting, except not very well animated fighting and not very interesting fighting. There's that too. Sci-Fi Channel under Samurai X. Oh my god, yes. There was some pacing problems with the Chimera Ant arc. I'm well aware of that, LTG, believe me. I'm not going to fight you on that one. Let's watch the cinema, though. Meet our new character. Hey! Oh. Well, thanks. Yes. Oh, well, good talk. Good talk. I'm glad we reached this understanding. I assume there's an understanding. I don't know. I'm just saying, take spare and leave. Alright, what do we got here? Wooden spikes. Alright. Pick up some wooden spikes. Destroy fungal incubators and collect their corpses. And fungal seeders as well. I don't actually have the spikes in my inventory. That's weird. I do love Hunter x Hunter, though. I really enjoyed that. I think I saw the anime before the manga, but now I've been reading the manga in the US version of Shonen as it comes out, which of course is not tremendously frequently, but I understand the author's got some health problems, so I wish him the best. Hope he gets better soon, because I do really love the series. Although I think if he had wanted to, he probably could have ended the series after Chimera Ants. Because that would have been a pretty fantastic place to end the series, honestly. That's the show still left DBZ to be on. Yeah, that's the one. I know exactly what you're thinking of, and I ain't gonna fight you on that one, Trey Dog. That's the one. I think it's pretty good, though. I think it's well written. I think it twists some of the expected shonen tropes in interesting directions. I think it's got some really fun fights in it. Fun fights between characters with interesting abilities. So I enjoyed that. I would definitely recommend the anime version to anyone looking for a nice action-packed anime. Alright, so this is a nice simple quest. Do some hunting to appease some sort of forest spirit. Wasn't actually really clear on what she was back there. But killing fungus monsters is a thing I can do and will enjoy doing. Oh, you liked it too? Awesome. Sellout? It took me a second. Just reading that, Makiko, I didn't understand that joke there. And then I said it out loud. I'm like, oh, God. I get it. I get it. I see where you're going. Painful watching week to week. You know, honestly, I feel like I may have been spoiled by the internet. I'm not sure there are many shows that I would watch week to week anymore. Like, I just like binging so much. I just kind of want to binge all my shows now. Like, this whole thing of the tyranny of, oh, you get an hour and then you gotta wait a week. I don't enjoy that. I don't want to do that no more. I want to get away from that. I like having a good 100 episodes at my beck and call for when I get bored. It's intimidating sometimes, I'll admit. Getting through some of those backlogs is a little bit scary. But hey, if I can get caught up on One Piece, anybody can. Anybody can do these things. New arc of One Piece is going to be really good. It's already pretty good so far, LTG. Anywhere it goes from here is going to be even better. I am intrigued. I can potentially see things that I would not enjoy happening in this arc. Mainly anything that happens in Wano, I am not interested in remotely. Just don't care about Wano. But if anything having to do with the big meeting, that I am on. What happened to your shotgun? I max leveled my shotgun. I actually have max leveled my pistol too. So that meant any XP I was getting from my weapons was just being wasted. So I decided I wanted to branch out. I wanted to try something a bit different if that was the case. So I swapped out my shotgun for a sledgehammer, which I'm told is another good tanking weapon. That's what I want to be doing in dungeons. So yeah, we're trying to level up the hammer now, which is pretty cool. And so far I'm enjoying it. I mean, not the melee part, but changed my pistols too. But the problem with that is that means I'd have two weapons that I've basically got no abilities for. I'd be pretty weak, and at this point in the game, I really can't afford to be weak. So I'm keeping one item that I can just kick ass with, and then one item that I'm leveling. And so far, that's working out well for me. The fungal hive. Ooh, wow, we actually found where all this fungus has been coming from, finally. We've been dealing with this horrible, terrible stuff the whole time we've been here. Good to finally see a cause for it. Fine. I'll swap it out eventually. You know, I don't plan to be using my pistols forever, even though pistols are my favorite weapon in the game. Eventually, I will swap it out for something else. Don't you worry. Oh my gosh, this thing has a ton of health. Usually with these things, I just... Oh, wow, I didn't realize how much damage I was taking there. Usually with these non-enemy things, I can just get it incidentally in the background. But that one, no, we gotta focus on that one. Sadly, I'm going to need to crash. I can't stay awake with no more. Well, thank you for stopping by, Demon Grin. Always a pleasure. You get yourself some good rest, and hopefully we will see you soon. Take care of yourself. Let's see. You missed out on the awesomeness of shotguns and hammers. Ooh. Well, true, but still. That'll be an option. Once I really start getting my sledgehammer leveled, that'll be a thing I can do basically whenever. So, you say missed out, I say have yet to experience. It's still coming. Still coming. And that sounds like a thing I enjoy. Alright, there we go. It's 2 down. Just 1 more. Hopefully we're good here. Dang it, I've already used 2 of my 3 potions for the day. That's not a great start, especially since it's still early in the stream, too. That looked like that was all the chitterers we need to take out, though, so that's good. So that means as soon as we take out the spore pod, we should be good for the area. And it's almost done. I was gonna say almost toast, but when Hayes Bread's in chat, I always feel weird about doing the bread puns. Like, I should just leave it to him. Search for the source of the corruption. Ooh. So we destroyed where it's the biggest concentration. Now we gotta figure out where it came from in the first place. I'm down with that as well. We can put an actual stop to it in this area. That'd be nice. Anything that gives us less filth, I'm a big fan of. It feels toasted, man. Oh, good toast. Alright, we appear to have found a stagnant filth pool. That's bad times. Alright, engage fungal becomings and collect samples of the spore growth they throw around. And then destroy them and collect their corpses. Alright. How do I collect samples of the spore growth they throw around? This? Oh, there we go, alright. I think? That still didn't give, Oh, no, there it is. This thing on the ground. So basically I just have to kill this guy and then get the thing. You know, like a video game. Let's take this guy out. Oh, man. Kinda tough, though. There's one of the becomings down. Let's take out this incubator as well. Oh my god, he almost killed me too. And... oh, we didn't get the thing. I must have waited too long. Dang it. When bread puns are involved, Hey Bread really rises to the occasion. I crust y'all, believe me soon. There we go. Hey, Roseguard, welcome in, and thank you for the host. How are you doing? How's the new name fitting you? Hope everything has been well. Think upsetting Hey Bread is the yeast of your worries. I love it. And hey, that Bishop girl, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope all is well. Alright, so it looks like at some point in the fight, he summons up that big fungal growth. And then I can work on taking it out once I finish him off, I believe. If I can get him finished off, these guys are tough. There we go. And then, alright, there's the growth getting summoned. If you're not careful, Bread will slice you up. Oh, where's the thing? I thought there was supposed to be a thing. Maybe I have to destroy it before something happens? Oh, that's filth. Don't stand in that. Confusing some people, but them's the breaks. But how are you liking it is the thing. That's what I'm mainly curious about. Does it feel like a right fit for you? I hope. Fingers crossed. Why am I not healing? There we go. Work's been stressful, that Bishop girl. Work's been insane. Sorry to hear that, but hopefully you're over the worst of it and just gotta push through the rest. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. No, Roseguard is Punslinger, actually. Changed the name recently. I think it's a good name. I'm enjoying it. Got a legend back here. The Filth. Information is a super weird substance, sometimes floating as oil, sometimes vapor, invisible waves, pollution, rolling black storms, a viral rhyme. Hey, buddy. Oh, this isn't a good place to fight him. I don't have a lot of room to maneuver. That's cool. We'll do this. Oh, your emote prefix doesn't match? I didn't even think about that. Oh no, there's two of them. Oh, we need to get out of here. I can't fight two of them at once. That is way too much. No, we're gonna abort. We are gonna abort. Back out of the area and then we'll come back. The following. One of them backed off. See if we can finish this guy off now. Oh, come on! No, oh my god, now there's three. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Don't die. Oh, there's no safety here. I'm poisoned? No, I'm gonna die from poison damage. Dang it. Oh, I thought I was safe. Unfortunate. Let's see. Bishop Girl, I'm about to move to a new position, go to training, and sleep while you're streaming, and then be working while you're streaming. Oh no, sorry to hear that. We will miss you. Anytime you can stop in, we'll appreciate it, but I hope the new position works out well for you. I hope it's a, hopefully it's a step up. Hopefully it's something you'll enjoy more. Hopefully it pays you a little bit more. Fingers crossed. Either way. So much change and so little sleep. Sounds like every day in my life. I can respect that. They're twins, they're triplets. This is fine. This is fine, hey Brad, you're correct. Oh man. I was trying to be careful, I really was. I wasn't working so great, but I was trying. Nobody can deny me that. I need to go around to the graveyard, otherwise this will take forever. Going to be held till I transfer to another location. Ooh. Just need the experience so I can actually move. I can respect that. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Hopefully hopefully that part isn't gonna be too long though. Getting the experience and then being able to transfer. Here is hoping. And hopefully good luck with surviving it as well. Kick its ass. If you can. If there is any way to kick its ass, kick its ass. Oh, alright, as soon as you finish training, you know, start applying immediately. Good deal. So done with this place? Well, hopefully you're able to, hopefully somebody responds to one of those applications as quickly as possible then. Buy off my anima degradation too. Oh, we don't have almost any. That's good. Alright, so let's do attempt number 2 here. Man, that got dangerous. Speaking of, as I aggro way too many enemies right off the bat. Hit these guys with my ult. I'll slow them down a little bit. I do hate that all the fungus in this area tends to heal pretty quickly. That's unfortunate. There we go. Oh, come on! No, I haven't healed yet. Have not healed yet. This is one of the guys I need to actually kill, but have not had time to heal. Gosh darn it. We can do this. We can totally do this. There we go. We totally did it. And then we did not get anything from the pod. Darn it! Those emotes? Oh geez, indeed. And I notice there's a unique over here too. We'll get to him in time. First things first. See, I think what I have to do is take out the mushroom before it finishes growing. I'm not 100% sure, but that's, I know one time when it popped open there was something inside of it. That's what I'm thinking I have to do. So we will find out next time we get one of these guys. We can insight to create one of these things. I think he's doing that right now. No, not yet. There it is. There we go. So yeah, we have to destroy it before it finishes growing. Alright, just one more and we should be good. See, after you go pass out, someone woke me up at 9 a.m. this morning and I'm dying. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Bishop Girl, and good luck with your new position. Good luck with your training, and hopefully we'll see you around, but until then, good luck with everything. Alright. I see another one of the baddies over here. See if we can get his attention without getting anybody else's. Be super cool. Hit him with my hammer a couple times. See if he likes that. Hopefully he doesn't. Oh, come on! I got another one aggroing me. That's not good. So that guy's dead. I need to take out this little seed pod and get the thing. Oh gosh darn it, I can't get the thing, can I? No, not while I'm in the middle of combat. I don't know if I can beat two of these guys. Oh, I don't think I can. Now we're just gonna die from poison damage anyway. Maybe we're gonna run away just in case. 200 health. No, we're good. As long as we can get him to stop chasing us, I think we're gonna survive this. Oh no, something just shot me. Oh, we aggroed something else. No. Come on! Oh, we aggroed a bunch of other things. Gosh darn it! Wait, I think they backed off. I think we're gonna be good. It seems like it, hey Brad. It seems like it. It was a bit of a weird situation because they said, well, because we're not fixing your internet, we're fixing the local internet. Once we fix it, we're not going to call you and tell you that we fixed it. So all I had to do was basically keep checking my internet and seeing if everything seemed to be working okay. But now it seems to be working okay. So yeah, I guess they fixed whatever it was. But thank you for asking, hey Brad, as always. This music does you frighten, Roseguard. It does me frighten as well, but it definitely fits the atmosphere very well of a spoopy swamp filled with killer fungus monsters. I like that. Much danger? Cool question mark? Oh, so much poison, but we just barely survived that one, so that is nice. That is nice. With only 200 health left out of our nearly 4,000, so it's kind of intense. Also, I think we've got enough SP to spend, so I'll have to do that after this fight. And I just got a Chivo for killing 250 mushrooms. So that's cool too. And you are hopefully going to be my last victim of this little quest. I'm so done fighting you bastards. Oh my gosh, that poison damage is intense. drawing him away from his compatriots. That's good. Come on, he's almost finished. There we go. He's toast. And because we dragged him out of the area, he didn't summon anything after death. Darn it! Darn it! Alright. Wait for my poison to pass, then we'll go after this guy right here. Hammer energy? That's too legit. Too legit to quit. All the enemies are like, please, Hammer, don't hurt him. And then I do anyway, because that's how I roll. Alright. Alright, so this guy, I suppose we have to keep in the red circle then, so he will be encouraged to do the thing we need him to do, which is make that little mushroom thing afterwards, the little spore pod. We're inside the circle. Surprisingly complex little quest right here. Can't just kill the dudes. No, you gotta kill them in a very specific manner. Oh no, he summoned it too early! Summoned it too early and it went off before I could kill it. Darn it! Alright, you gotta kill another one. But in the meantime, before we do that, let me see what I might want to do with my SP here. I was working on getting all my pistol abilities, I think. We already got all those. Got that. Doing pretty good if we're trying to get all the pistol abilities, so let's get a plus 25 attack rating next. Start moving down here. Very nice. And then we'll get Mulligan, that's 15. We might actually be able to get that today, if we're very lucky. Which, you know, hasn't started out too lucky, but you never know what could happen. Speaking of luck, let's see if we could just engage one of these folks. Not two, just one. Just one. Although that one's lumbering over here, I see him. Don't you do the thing. Come on, he's almost toast. I keep saying toast now. I'm gonna get self-conscious about that. Alright, he's dead, but did not summon a mushroom. Completely drawing a blank now. Remember to aim with your eyes, shoot with your mind, and kill with your heart. Remember the face of your father. Dad? Why do I want to think about my dad when I'm shooting people? That seems weird. That seems weird, Roseguard. Alright, Dex, thanks for stopping by. As always, you have yourself a wonderful rest, and hopefully we will see you around sooner rather than later. Take care of yourself, though. I did not finish healing before I got in this fight. I thought I did. I did not. This is unfortunate. Alright, there. He summoned up a mushroom. We were not able to kill it before it exploded. I don't know if we can get him to do another one, but I'll keep my eyes open. That one? Oh, there's one! But I was in mid-attack cycle there. Gosh darn it, he's gonna kill me. Come on, don't let him do the thing. Alright, he's dead. Oh no! Oh! As I aggroed a bunch of little spiders because I backed up too far there. Don't ask me, I didn't write the books. Didn't you? Didn't you? I mean, I've never seen you and Stephen King in the same room. I just want to say that. Might not mean anything, but could be a little suspicious. Worth mentioning. Alright, this quest is brutal. I'd say this quest will be the death of me, but it actually has already twice now, so, you know. There's that. That Neeks think. Alright, where did I die this time? Yes. Let's kill these bastards. Hopefully before they kill me a second time. Alright, I think we're good. Whew. I need to check something out as well. Let's see, your anger allows you to fight through the pain. During this time, whenever you are hit, you fight on and heal yourself 50% of the damage dealt. Yeah, it's not a spectacular healing ability, but it's what I got right now. I want to get a better healing ability for this, but for right now I'm focusing all of my points on getting the rest of my capstones, which take, you know, 40 AP a piece. But we'll keep saving up for that for the time being. You win the think off. That was the last one. Just barely got out of there. Doesn't have to be a pretty victory, it just has to be a victory. It's the win that counts. Come on, you bastard. Summon a mushroom. Summon a mushroom. There! Alright, we took out the mushroom. So now all we have to do is take this guy out and we should be good. As long as we can take him out quick enough, we can still collect that thing. Come on! Yes! Alright. That leg of the quest is finally complete. I'm gonna heal up, and I kind of want to see what that unique is over there, see if we can take him out. But some of the uniques in this area have been pretty brutal, so we'll see. We'll see. Alright. The Vagrant Colonist is what it's titled. Is that it? No, that's one of the Becoming, so I want to skip around him. Ooh, yeah, he looks a little scary. He's not too bad, at least HP-wise. Keep the pressure on him. If we can take him out, get our first unique kill of the day, that'd be nice. I should probably get some proper sleep so I don't completely screw up your sleep schedule. Always a pleasure to stop by, even though I often can't. Always a pleasure to see you, hey, Brad. Whenever you can stop by, it is a pleasure to see you, but I'm glad to hear you getting some regular sleep, too. So, you get yourself some rest, and hopefully we'll see you around, my friend. Oh, holy crap. He dropped some lore. Dropped a loot bag. And one of those, too. Filth and nature. See the fungal filth. The alien energies of the 0 point slide and drip and crawl and spread. In places, they irradiate the local fungus, taking on yet unseen manifestations. A new strain, or at least new to this age. This filthy fungus thrives in places of upheaval or rot. Its spores spread, first infecting trees, then taking over local fauna and commanding them to further the spread. Oh, this guy's cheap shotting me. Not cool, dude. Not cool. But we're gonna run the heck out of here. Because we're done with this part. Let's just get over to where we're headed next. And it wants me to impale some fungal creatures on wooden spikes, which sounds metal as hell. So let us, in fact, do that. gosh. I need you guys to stop aggroing me for a second so I can get better. If you don't mind. Because right now I'm dying. Oh, I don't want to die again. We've done enough of that today. Yes! Now, as long as the poison damage doesn't kill me. Shit might. 2, 1. We're good. No, it's still cycling. Oh my gosh. 2, 1. Why is it still cycling? Oh, I've got solid bit a lot of stacks. Alright, I'm gonna use my last potion because I want to die here, but man, that is a lot of stacks of poison. Goodness gracious. Luckily, now that it considers me out of combat, I'm doing some out of combat healing, at least. So that's a thing. Oh, so we're just sort of sticking stakes in the ground with the fungus creatures on it that we collected. Which will probably piss something off and summon a boss, so that's a thing. So let me heal up before anything. Because my goodness gracious, I took a beating there. I can actually refill potions for marks of favor, which are these? I think so. Alright, that's not actually too expensive. Keep that in mind. It's 2. I kind of stuck there. It's 3. Place a decoration here, it says. Damn! Alright, that's pretty brutal. Viaele! What a wonderful rediscovery. I always assumed the rumors of her death were greatly exaggerated. We've had feelers out for centuries, but it's been a challenge penetrating the fairy realm. Magical protections aside, they're not particularly receptive to census reports. The forms come back completely mangled or worse, incorrectly filled out. It was Alexander the Great, his greatness sullied somewhat by the ties to the Illuminati, who fathered the Viaele and her twin sisters. The Illuminati obviously have no idea of her history or significance. Then again, neither does she. I almost forgot. Nice work on the rest of it. Thank you as always, Richard. Hello, what is this? A Volley Metabolic Accelerator. You gain 1 energy for your primary weapon. That's kind of garbage. I'll go ahead and sell that. What is this, though? A Rapid Assistance Accessory. You charge up to 15 meters to your defensive target, and they gain a beneficial effect that increases their protection by 15,000 for 6 seconds. Enemies within 5 meters of your defensive target are compelled to attack you. Damn! That's intense. That one I'll hang on to. That one we are definitely hanging on to. Never even seen anything like that. I like it. Alright, let's sort out the rest of the items in here. I think we're safe for the moment. And let's do a little bit of upgrading. See if we can get a level on my orange belt finally. We can! That's plus 3 and plus 6 for a level. Not bad. And then something for my ring. And the rest all needs to be sold next time we get to town. Or to an apothecary. Is there anyone nearby? Eh, not particularly. Lots of side quests around, though. Let's head up to that Romani corpse, first of all, and we'll do that. Oh, is that in the graveyard? Dang it, that is in the graveyard. I don't want to go in the graveyard right now. Big wall. So let's head over here to the root cage. See what that's all about. I don't remember if we've been to the Pale Forest either. Seems a little bit out of the way. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh yeah, I tried to fight this guy and it did not work.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
So I don't know if we did get this far. Either way, it wants me to kill 5 of these tree creatures, so, sure, let's see what we can do. Now see, as soon as I attack them, they summon up these 2 little helper sprites, which I think one of them heals him and the other one ups his defense. I gotta take them out first. And then we can start attacking him direct-like. But as you can see, they're pretty tough. They've got a lot of HP and they do a ton of damage. Once we get rid of his buddies, it almost seems like a foregone conclusion. So we're heading over this way. Do whatever we need to collect. The root cage here. What is this? Free spirit. A forest spirit is trapped in roots that seem to have been deliberately weaved into a cage. The kindly creatures of the forest are in minority, and each one is desperately needed to maintain balance. Freeing the spirit would help stabilize the situation. There is no other way of freeing the spirit than destroying the roots. Free this forest spirit, but be on your guard. Alright, we can do that. Ah, these roots actually have a lot of HP. A little frightening. Alright, I'm gonna shoot you free, little fairy spirit dude. Hopefully that's not weird. That's what we gotta do, because I don't have a pocket knife, but I do have a pair of pistols that fire magic bullets. Oh my god! The tree taker! Alright. So yeah, we pissed off Treebeard is what I'm seeing here. That's exciting. Let's take this guy down, and then we would go back to taking out those roots. Oh, this guy's tough. I love it when they do that charge move, because they just stand there and it's so easy to dodge to the side. There we go. Right, luckily we didn't lose our progress on the roots. Finish this thing. There we go. Does it want me to follow it? I assume. Probably. I'm assuming I'm going to follow it, so I didn't actually select the quest before we started shooting, so let's just follow it for right now, see where it goes. If I go into my quest log and switch my quest, I'm probably going to lose it. Seems to be following the trail for the most part. That's interesting. Where are you taking me, little guy? Oh, back here. Cool. That's another mission complete. Nice, easy breezy side quest right there. I can take that. And we'll just take a quick look at our spoils and deal with those. And then we'll see what else we can do. Making a nice profit today, so that's nice as well. Gotta keep those money reserves up. Alright. Actually, let me... I think somewhere in the interface option there was a thing to actually, whenever I take a side quest, make it my new active quest. And I turned that off originally. But at this point, I think it's probably something that I want to actually do. I automatically select new missions. Let's do that. And I think that's actually going to be pretty handy for the way I've been playing recently. Alright, so... Did we finish the cage, or is there still more to do? No, we finished. Alright, cool. So next... let's head north to Anastasia and see if she has anything else that she needs us to do. And if not, we won't be that far away from the apothecary. So we can go sell some items if need be. That might be nice. And she does have a quest for us, as a matter of fact. And that means we haven't talked to her before either. That's awesome. Last Dance of the Paduri. Strange, even hostile creatures long lived undisturbed in the recesses of the ancient forest. Some have attempted to resist the war that has come to Bacchus County, while others have begun to kill indiscriminately.
So Mara and Dracula were married before she was turned. What happened?
These must be stopped. The murderous Mama Paduri and her brood lurk deep in the forest.
I'm sure it was a great love, but I can't believe she was turned for no reason. Someone must have used her to get to him.
That's it. She has a fondness for melody, though, and the music box Anastasia offers will draw her out. Alright, let's have a chat with her.
Let me just get a cup of tea. Goddess almighty! You scared me half to death.
Alright.
Oh, shut up. You know I have good reason to be worried with what's out there. The forest is a dangerous place for humans. It was one of the last refuges of the Fae folk. When the human world wanted no more of them, they came here to be left alone. But the vampires don't respect the truce between the fairies and the outside world, and it's caused no end of trouble. The weaker ones are hunted and killed by the Vampire Queen's footmen. The stronger ones? The stronger ones, they're the ones who concern me. Instead of simply striking back at the vampires, they're killing. Indiscriminately.
That's not good.
The Fata Paduri. They are many, and they are mad. Mamu Paduri was always a bit mad, mind you. But she kept to her part of the forest. Now... Goddess, be kind! You can't just run off like that to fight her and her brood.
Why not?
It's their forest, and she's tricksy. The music attracts Mamu Paduri. It's her weakness, and it'll draw her out of her lair. Try to understand. She's like a wild animal that's been hurt. She's not accountable for her actions. That doesn't excuse it, but... Please try to understand what it is made her this way. Before you put a stop to her.
Yeah, Roseguard, there's something in that wagon. We've seen it sort of quaking in the background while we're talking to her before. I don't know what's in there, but it's kind of creeping me out. Alright, use the box to capture the music of a sighing forest spirit. Alright. Probably have to add that to my quick access then. And... Alright, then use the box to capture the music of an enslaved forest spirit. Over here?
See you soon.
I'm curious why she doesn't mention the wagon either. Or why we haven't heard any sound coming from the wagon, just seen it quaking like that. It's kind of creepy. Fata Paduri Spirit
Additional
Catcher.
assignment received. Initializing.
Let's see how easy these folks are to take out. Oh, they got a bit different attack patterns here, I notice. Immediately. Not sure what those orange forest spirits are either. Better safe than sorry, let's take them out first. Come on, there we go. Alright. Enslaved forest spirit, it says. So where am I going to find one of those? Oh, alright, it's one. That's actually what the orange thing is. There we go. So that's what their summons are, enslaved forest spirits. That's horrifying. All the more reason to beat them up. Alright, captures notes from the shrilling forest spirits, the keening forest spirits, the clamoring forest spirits, and then also just kill off some Paduri. All doable. Did it work? Can't tell if that actually worked. Oh well, they're dead now. Let's bring you back here so we don't attract that friend of yours. Really like to keep this one-on-one if at all possible. Oh my god, why am I running so low on pistol energy in this fight? It's ridiculous. As my screen starts to turn red, come on! There we go. And we'll get the lore. Alright. Good deal. We're just over here for the root cage quest too, that's kind of funny. Alright, where next? They're a little closer together than I'd like. Like I said, I'm trying not to aggro more than one here. Alright. Got some notes from them. That's good. But of course, capturing those notes means for a while not engaging in combat. That's frickin' terrifying. Let's see if we can finish this big baddie out. Before he kills me, preferably. There we go. Ah. Alright, then we'll heal up. And then pick our next prey, which I think will be this one. Capture some music from these folks. There we go. Alright. So I need to figure out what shrilling forest spirits are. I'm not sure which those are. But we've got most of what we came here for. Aside from this guy, I don't even think we have to fight anything more for this quest, so that's kind of nice. Especially since these guys are killing the hell out of me. There we go. That charge attack did him in. Alright, so now we just need to figure out what shrilling forest spirits are. And get some notes from them. And I'm not certain. I get stuck on that rock. Oh, I gotta get some sleep so I can work. Enjoy killing whatever the hell this stuff is. I'm sure it deserves death. I can promise you it does, Roseguard. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Hope you're having a good evening. Hope you have yourself a great rest. And hopefully we will see you around before too long. Take care of yourself either way. Let's see. The red is shrilling. Oh, the red's shrilling. Alright. Alright, there, we got some notes from that one. That's good. Can we capture it again from the same one? Maybe? Maybe? I don't think that actually did anything. No, I don't think we can do the same one twice. Dang it. Alright, we need to bolt. Put some distance between me and this murderous bastard. Oh, hey, Lord. Looks like we got out of his range too, so that's good. Anastasia's wagon. The forest is ancient, the wagon is older. It is the home of Anastasia the Seer, though it does not belong to her or any mortal. It is the property of the Vantose. Vantoes? The capricious female spirits of air and travel known as the Ramonians. Time and space always shivers open to their caress. That's a weird way of putting it. Alright, so we just need to record one more thing from the red forest spirits. And then we should be good for this segment of the quest. Let's do the thing. And of course he doesn't summon any reds. Cool. We'll just fight him normal like that. That's fine too. Alright, we're getting pretty adept at fighting him anyway. Like when we don't have to do any sort of shenanigans, like recording the music of forest sprites actually isn't tremendously difficult. So that's good at least. Alright. And next is you. You gonna give me a red one? You are not gonna give me a red one, dang it. That's all I need. Find a red forest spirit, and then be on my merry way. After I record some of its wonderful music in order to draw the big boss here, which I'm a little concerned about as well, since the big boss's minions are pretty dangerous in their own right. We'll figure something out. We'll make it work, one way or the other, chat. Alright, healed up. How about you? You gonna play nice with me? There's a red one. There we go, we're good. I'm not even gonna finish fighting this guy. We're just gonna leave. We are just gonna leave. I'm done fighting those. So done. Let's just dodge these folks and head over to where we're headed. I know the seer mentioned something about a lair, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a cave or something. I don't remember anything about a lair last time we came through here, but then again, it's possible this is an area we haven't explored yet, which would be maybe just a little terrifying. Especially since this looks to be deep, deep in this territory. But if we want to get all the side quests, we gotta explore all the places. Let's see what we got down here. Oh yeah. This looks a little bit creepy. The Girl's Garden. What in the hell is this place? Alright, this is some Alice in Wonderland shenanigans. What in the heck? Alright, there she is. And of course she's got some companion spirits as well. Finish those off real quick so we can get down to the main business. Good. We got some lore out of one of them too, so that's nice. Oh, she is real tough. She is real tough. Oh man, we might not be well enough prepared for this. We might need to get some healing items and come back. Because seriously, we barely put a dent in her. She's got that armor, of course, which is making it look a little different than it is, but I want to get this lore too. Alright, we got her down to about half. That's actually not terrible. better than I thought we were doing. She keeps resummoning the sprites, which is a bad thing. Bad thing for me, of course, which is what matters. Alright, sprites are down, that's good. Yes! Wow, alright. I forgot I was doing damage to her while I was attacking the sprites too, so that helped. And let's grab all the lore here. Got the Paduri. Alright, I think they were all the same lore. Oh my goodness, alright. That was intense. The Mamu Paduri was a servant of darkness, plain and simple. Say all you want about the treaty between the humans and the fairy world, you can't escape the simple fact that eating young men is unacceptable behavior, regardless of any unholy deal struck. The music box is a fascinating occult apparatus, and we'd love to have our clockmakers take a look at its inner workings. Rebuilt on a massive scale, it may have unlimited potential. Your report will be instrumental in our continued research. Pun very much intended. Oh, Richard. Oh, Richard. Oh, and we got a new pet, the Trippy Wisp. Very nice. Oh, right, we definitely need to stop at an apothecary after this. My inventory is getting a little packed. Full of stuff that needs to be sold off. Let's unpack everything. We'll do a little bit of upgrading, and then we'll probably head there next. So, let's upgrade this glyph first. Get it up to level 19, hell yeah. Which gets me another precious 0.1% crit chance. I'll take it. Take whatever I can get my hands on in that respect.
Critical empowerment results.
Get that up to level 14, heck yes. What else we got? That hits 20. Very good. Haven't quite hit that wall yet. We're getting near, but still pushing it back bit by bit. 21 in my spare talisman there. I think that's everything we need to do. Cool. Alright, where is the nearest apothecary from here? All the way up there. Well, let's go ahead and make the animal leap. We're doing pretty good on cash today. Save us a little bit of time. Maybe we can even pick up a side quest while we're over there too. That'd be nice. Although I think we did most of the side quests in here. So we'll see.
Hello.
Alright. Yeah, this is gonna make, that's gonna give us a lot of cash. We just crossed 20k, so that is nice. That means we'll probably be able to use some animal leaps today if we really feel like it. Which we might. We might. Oh, he's still got a locked quest, it says. That's odd. Mission requires you to have completed the Amazing Brothers Blaga, the Wild Hunt, 6 Feet Under, and Crossroads. Alright, so I still need to do some more quests before I can do that one, but I'll keep that in mind. Hey, Bun! Welcome in. How are you doing today, my friend? Hope all has been well with you.
Welcome.
Good to see you, as always. And let's head up north from here. I can see a couple side quests we can pick up there. Now, these ones look like they're almost side by side, so we'll grab them both and then decide what order we want to do them in. Gotta get those side quests. I don't think we're going to finish the side quest today, but we'll see what we can do. Cruel Nature. A message scrawled onto a note pinned to the tree begs whoever reads it for a moment of their time. A girl has been trapped by magic inside the tree and cannot break free without help. The message explicitly asks the reader to get a mandrake root, a piece of rope, and the heart of a pack leader wolf, and to perform a ritual to free the girl from the curse. This seems like a trap. We'll probably do it anyway. Bun, you're pretty swell. Late work day, so catching some streams, getting some housework done. How's it been going? It's been pretty rough, Bun. Had some internet troubles last week, had some health troubles last week, but I'm so glad to be back streaming. It is wonderful to be here again. So things are looking up, that's for sure. Alright, so I'll take that, but while we're in the neighborhood, let's get this other side quest too. From this skeleton. How cheerful. Red Hand down! A crashed Red Hand helicopter out here in the forest would be curious, even without the skeleton splayed next to it. Investigate the site. The skeleton still clutches an old pocket watch in his hand. That seems like a good place to start. A torn and crumpled note describing the pilot's mission was hidden inside the old pocket watch. The helicopter was on its way to battle some kind of invasion. Without the second part of the note, it's impossible to decipher what they were facing. Alright, yeah, we probably need to find out what that is, since, you know, invasion sounds bad? Sounds like something I might want to know about? Oh, thank you, bud. That is very kind of you. Werewolf ambush? What? Oh god, werewolves! I didn't even get to see what the second part of the note was. At least they're not very tough, or at least those ones weren't. Let's see. The remaining part of the note was hidden inside a similar pocket watch gripped by a second skeleton, maybe the co-pilot. The complete note outlined a mission fighting an invasion of beings from the other side, of demonic assailants bringing fire and havoc from beyond portals. Could the portals to the Hell Dimension have been active back in the days of the Red Hand? Search the crash site for evidence of the Red Hand fighting assailants from the Hell Dimensions. We haven't seen any Hell portals in the swamp as far as I can remember. That does seem like a thing we'd want to investigate if that was true. Well, let's see what we can find over here. Nothing over on this side. I don't think. Let's check the other side of the chopper. Here we go. Alright. And we're good. Well, there it is. The only reasonable conclusion one can possibly draw from your discovery is simple. The Red Hand were digging too deep enough to disturb the Hell Dimensions and weaken the fragile divides between us. While we can only speculate, chances are that further answers lie deep inside the Red Hand facilities. Finding those answers could be important. I guess what I'm saying is, while we already have many members investigating the facilities, one more couldn't hurt. Oh, and never disturb the Hell Dimensions without being prepared for the consequences. You've seen what can happen. Yeah, that I have, Richard. That I have. Bad times. Bad juju. Don't do the thing. Luckily, this seems to be a safe-ish spot, so we'll do the rest of our upgrading here. Max level that glyph right there. Very nice. Then that needs to be leveled. As we complete another daily challenge. Good deal. And hell yes, another level on that ring. Up to item power 135, which I don't really know what I don't really have any sort of frame of comparison for that, but it seems awfully high. So next up we need to gather the components for the supposed curse breaker to get that girl out of the tree. So let's see what's closest, which looks to be over here, and start gathering ingredients then. My money is still on this being a trap. This feels like a trap.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
An awful lot like a trap. Kill tamed wolves. Tamed wolves? Oh, tamed wolves. Gotcha. Tamed wolves. Right. Right. That's a thing. Well, that's 8 of them right there. Holy crap. There's something right over here we need to gather. See if we can grab that without incident. Ah, here we go. There's the mandrake root. Not sure what we need to gather over here, but we'll find out soon enough because it's right here. We need to get... Oh, some rope. Cool. Now we just need the heart of an alpha wolf. Sure, that shouldn't be hard at all. That sounds downright easy, one might even say. Where's that supposed to be? Over this way? It's a bit of a ways out in the boonies. But we are doing side quests today. So we'll start heading there. See what we can do. Getting some good XP today, too. That's always nice. I've been trying to remember to do the anniversary event stuff as well, but I've been mostly failing at the remembering part. But I'm still hoping to get at least 1 or 2 unique pets before the anniversary event's over. I got it about another week, I think. Oh, hello. They followed me a long way. Goodness gracious. Oh, hey, there's an alpha here. Alright. Well, we got everything we needed. Let's head back to the tree and see if I was right about this being a deadly trap. Because I got a feeling that this is going to be dangerous. Let's see what we can see. Trust your gut, just set this tree on fire. I was going to say walk away, Trey Dog, but I suppose that's another thing we could do. And there's the rope. There's the mandrake root. There's the heart. Oh God! Defeat Zavinia, the Mistress of Pain! Oh God, mistakes were made! Horrible, horrible mistakes. It was demon. Oh God, fire everywhere! What the hell? What in the holy hell? What in the unholy hell, I suppose? Oh, that was dangerous. Alright, we're good. Everything's cool. Nothing's cool. That was not cool at all. Mistress of Pain, she's mad because I forgot to bring the safe word. The safe words are, eat lead. And there's nothing safe about them, it turns out. That's the ironic part. Alright. Sort through my upgrades, that'll make me feel better. Suddenly needing rope makes sense. Oh God! Alright. I have to hoard my glyphs for a bit, so I can sell them, I suppose. Level up my hammer a little bit, that'll be nice at least. And then...
Critical empowerment results.
Nice, I've been getting a lot of crit empowerments, that's very good. Set up to 15, hell yes. Then... Oh, we're getting close on that one. And lastly, my dice. Alright. Good there. Where to next? What is this, the village? I think this is the village. Well, there's a ton of side quests up there, so... Let's head up there and gather up a couple and then go take care of them. So we're probably going to be doing side quests for the rest of today, and then next time we play, we'll probably still have to do a few more. But then I don't think we're that far. Oh geez, Tamed Wolves. I don't think we're that far from being able to head to the third and final of the Transylvania locations. So that's kind of exciting. Looking forward to that. There's a lot of wolves around here. This is not the village I was thinking of, I don't think. Side quests, the reason I can never finish a game without getting burned out. Oh man, I love side quests. There have been very few games I've ever played where I disliked the side quests. Xenoblade Chronicles I couldn't finish because of side quests, but most games Most games I relish the side quests almost more than the main thing. Ornamented chest. An errant knight. This ornamental box seems out of place among the rubbish in this shed. Ornate symbols and wood carvings cover all sides, depicting images of hunters, playing children, and a great owl. It's unlikely it belongs in the farm. Perhaps the box is stolen. Its contents could shed some light on who the owner is. Open the box and take a look. Oh sure, let's open the mysterious box. This always ends well. Deliver the wooden knight to its owner. We will, but first let's peek around here a little bit and see what else we can do while we're in town. This is an alternate universe where Lara Croft grows up to be a goth? That would be an interesting thing. And hey there, Australis, welcome in. Goth Lara Croft. I like it. That should be canon now. It's going to be my headcanon from now on. Hope you're doing well, Australis. See, I remember getting to level 50 before and doing all the guild and other missions before even fighting the first dragon in Skyrim, so I couldn't do that too much. Because in Elder Scrolls, I love the main storyline too much.
Stay away.
Is this another new character we haven't met? It is, but we can't do his quest yet. Oh no, we can do this one at least. What in the hell is this? The Demir farm is not an average farm. The place is void of livestock, but still producing food. The owners have no doubt found an alternative source of meat, and the operation should be investigated. The Demirs are killing ghouls and magical species to maintain meat production. This could be a dilemma. Killing ghouls is a good thing. Grinding them up and serving their meat and sausages is a different matter altogether. Yeah, let's have a chat with this guy. Should be uncomfortable. Wow. Not looking so great there, Demir.
Mommy! Mommy! Intrus! Usurpator!
Lasaneum Pace. What do you want? We are just poor farmers. We have broken no laws. They are not human.
Ooh.
They make good sausage.
Ugh.
Oh, Mummy, that hurt.
We do not speak of sausages in front of strangers. My boy hunts strigoi and shapeshifters, same as you.
Not as tasty as the Blajin, or the forest fairies, or the...
The Padori do make an excellent stew. And why let it all go to waste? And so? What makes us different from you? We're on the same side in this war. It is humans against the rest of them, the unhumans, the lesser species. Do not judge us. Do not be so sanctimonious. The only difference between us is that they call you hero and they call us murderers.
Also, you eat ghoul sausage. That's different.
Hypocrites. We do their dirty work and they shake their heads, but they still look the other way and allow us to
Kill. I like to kill. To feel the soft flesh tearing. The warm blood running.
Silvio! Not in front of strangers.
Sorry, Mummy.
You have been a bad boy. Go do your work. Go! You should be thanking us. We are helping, making things easier for all of you. Oh, it is so easy to call us evil, to call us monsters. But you cannot do anything about it. You will not. Your leaders will not. You cannot wash your hands of us. You need us. Your world needs us to do what you cannot do. You need us!
Oh, they are creepy as all hell. Yeah, we're gonna have to investigate this place. I am not a big fan of these folks. Traydog, you have every achievement in Oblivion except main story. You still have not closed the Oblivion gate. Even I did that, and I only played a few hours of Oblivion. My goodness. We do not speak of sausages in front of strangers, and that's when it got sexual. Alright. So let's
Stay away.
take a look around. What's this? Butchering notes. He brings them from mountains with Patch's help. He dopes up meat in the back shed. He fats them up and carves them at woodpile. He takes the meats to the grinder and makes the sausages. He don't let power go out or ghoulies get messy. He writes it all down like Mommy says. Oh, so we're gonna fuck up their operation. Excellent. But first, we need to destroy his chainsaw, destroy the meat grinder, and destroy the generator. Hell yes. Let's shut these weirdos down.
I don't like you.
Yeah, I don't like you either. People are disturbing. Like she said, killing ghouls is a good thing. I'm okay with killing ghouls. It's the making the sausage part and the fact that they're clearly murderers. That's the part I take some exception with. Hey, morning, Tim Dragon Kid. How is it going? Hope all is well with you. Once you close down their operation and they start eating people, I am going to remind you that this is your fault. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm hoping I can just, you know, kill them too. That seems like it'd be a step in the right direction. Since, you know, it seems like there's murder afoot. Oh, jeez. And I also noticed there's tamed wolves everywhere here. That doesn't seem like a good sign for anything. What do we got down here? Oh, look, they even got a little murder basement too. How quaint. Underground bunker. Oh, we'll get back to that. Hello, hidden lore node. Huh, more about ghouls. Battling a cold. We'll hope you get better soon, Tim. Keep my fingers crossed. Getting a creepy Malkeith and Morathi vibe from these two. That's a good reference, too. Yeah, no, I don't know how we're going to deal with these people, but we need to do something to shut this operation down. It's bad times. Oh, shoot. More wolves. And I suspect we're going to need to check out that underground bunker at some point, but I don't get the feeling I'm going to like what we find down there. So we didn't find anything we need to destroy in there. I'll check the note again, but I feel like maybe we need to get in that house? Maybe? Oh, and also find and take the sedative used on the ghouls. Alright, we might need to look at the notes again. See if we give any clue to where all this stuff is supposed to be. Alright, here are the generators. That's one thing at least. Take those out. That's one of them. Oh no, that's both of them down. Cool. Alright, so now we need to take the sedative, destroy the chainsaw, and destroy the meat grinder. Once we figure out where those are. Australia's been playing Total War Warhammer 2 lately, and the Dark Elves are creepy even more than D&D Drow. Oh yeah, there's a lot of creepy stuff going on in Warhammer lore. I can vouch for that. Still, how do they play, and how have you been enjoying that game? I've heard a lot of good things about it, but haven't had a chance to try it out myself. Replace the sedatives with caffeine, hilarity ensues. Oh my god. Oh my god, I feel like that would end in tears, and by tears I mean bloodshed. Alright, we got the sedatives, that's good. So now, chainsaw and meat grinder are what we gotta find. Super sour but delicious, good deal. Don't think I've heard of them in particular, but I will keep an eye out. Nice. Oh, meat grinder. Doesn't look like it'll be over here. I think that's the edge of our search area. Yeah. So, let's see. We just went in there. Meat grinder. That's where we found the ornamental chest. Is it around here somewhere? It's not in the barn, is it?
I don't like you.
Yeah, I'm not particularly fond of you either. No. feel like I would have seen if it was in the barn. Man, that is creepy, though. No, this looks like it's where he does his butchering, but he doesn't actually do much else here. Imagine if you added alcohol to a cranberry soda. Seems like a solid enough idea. Good fun, especially if you have Warhammer 1 as well. You get access to the Mortal Empires campaign, which allows you to play on Warhammer North, South America, Europe. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Lemon meringue pie. That does sound like a nice combination, although I did take the pie as well. I'm not picky. Oh, sorry, Tim. Gotta get a permit for that. But I can see the link there, so I'll have to check that out later. Appreciated. Oh, there's the chainsaws right at the edge of the search area, too. That's shifty. Man, he has a lot of chainsaws. This is not a chainsaw. This is numerous chainsaws. No one person should need this many chainsaws. That's just weird. Which, you know, fits the pattern here, but still. Alright, chainsaw's down. Now you just need to find where the hell this meat grinder is stored. See about taking that out. We've already been in here, I think. Pretty sure that's where we found the basement hatch. I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we'll keep looking. See if we can find the meat grinder. Over here, maybe? Look, bones can ship and cause issues with the chainsaw. It's easier to finish what you're doing with a second chainsaw and fix it later. Not that I know from personal experience either. Anyway, oh, of course not. Oh, here we go. Just one of those little tiny meat grinders. Excellent. What are we doing next here? With most of the Demir's equipment destroyed, the production should slow down. Removing some of the meat supply should slow it down further. So destroy the pig totems and put sedatives in the troughs, and then find the barn where they keep the bait. Alright, so yeah, we are doing everything we can to sabotage their efforts here. Oh, now we're getting to the actual ghouls themselves, I see. And they're labeled as lethargic ghouls. I assume because they've been hit with the sedatives. When Warhammer 3 comes out, they've released the last piece of DLC. I'm going to do my Some Men Just Want to See the Whole World Burn playthrough. Oh, that should be interesting. You'll have to let me know how you like it when you try it out. That sounds fun. Oh, it's from your province, Tim. Yeah, let's not talk politics in here, Tim. You know better than that. Alright, so we don't actually need to take out the ghouls here. It's just sort of a nice side effect. Because, you know, ghouls are still bad, regardless of whether the mission needs us to take them out. Ghouls are terrible, terrible creatures. Keep wasting them, but I can see 2 more totems here at least, so that's good. And I have not been keeping an eye out on the troughs. So let's keep an eye out for those as well. Need to make sure I'm healing between these fights too. Don't get too excited to murder some ghouls. That has gotten me into some trouble before. Alright, so I'm gonna finish them off with a hammer. At least, you know, that much until I recover some pistol energy. Warriors of Chaos are a horde faction, so they don't have any settlements, so you just keep moving and destroying? Pillaging as you go, Australis? Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds very fun. Here's the barn where they keep the bait, so this is where we need to drop the sedatives. Let's just take out the ghouls. Alright, that's one. There's another pig totem in here, too. Oh! It's called a pig totem because it's literally just a big pole covered in dead pigs to attract the ghouls. That's upsetting. These people are terrible, and I don't like them. Alright, here's the thing, Tim. If I tell you it's political, that means don't bring it up in my chat. It's very simple. You don't have to agree with it. Rules is rules. Let's see, Visigoth, Ostrogoths, and Huns, the Huns in Total War Attila. See, Australis, when it comes to me, I have played very, very little of the Total War series. Basically, I only know what I know from what I've seen people play on Twitch before. I haven't really played a lot of RTSs in a long, long time, but definitely I am a fan of the Warhammer series. So I think if I was going to start with an RTS, I would probably want to start with the Warhammer games. I assume you'd recommend it because, you know, you've been talking about enjoying it. But let me ask you this at least, Australis. What other Total War games would you recommend, assuming you've played others of them? Especially to someone who's a bit of a newbie to the series. Oh, wow, he got really... Oh, Hyperactive Ghoul! Oh, he's real big. That's not cool. I liked it better when you were lethargic. Did I ever play the new Doom? The new Doom? I have not. I wanted to play... Oh my god, I'm dying here. Don't kill me. No, I looked at it and honestly it might be a little too fast-paced for me. But it does look like a really cool game. I really respect the design choices they made in there. And I think it was a really interesting direction for the series. And I know they mentioned at E3 they're working on a sequel to it as well. I think that should be cool. I have that... I don't think I had... No, I don't have that one. I have Doom 3. Which I also think of as New Doom because I'm old. But I'd be curious to try Doom 3. I'm not sure if I'd want to try the new Doom on stream, but like I said, it does look like a very cool game, if nothing else. Caffeine and hilarity? There was nothing hilarious about that. There was caffeine and death. Caffeine and death is what we were talking about right there. Too dangerous, man. Don't give the ghouls caffeine is, I think, the moral of that story. Because they'll murder you. Where's the next trough? Is this the one we already... No, this isn't the one. Just because you didn't find it hilarious doesn't mean... Touche! Touche. Well said, Trey Dog. There's another trough in here, so as long as we can take these folks out. See, recent Total War games are Rome 2, based on Europe, North Africa, and anything west of India in the Middle East. Alright. And... Alright, so we got all of the sedatives placed, so what do we gotta do next? The farm has nearly been cleaned out and the equipment destroyed. You'll find ghouls nearby and kill them to destroy the Demir's future meat source. Alright. Find some more ghouls and wipe them the hell out. Like we're... Ooh. How do we get over there? Let's see. Attila is set in the same area, but 500 AD. So it's more of a historical. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, that was... I aggroed a lot of ghouls there. Mistakes have been made. Dying Light, yes, Tim. I played... I haven't finished Dying Light. But Dying Light, I was absolutely in love with. I think the controls were very fluid. I really loved the movement. And just the whole layout of the city, you could tell was made with a lot of love. So yeah, Dying Light's so good. 100% agree on that front. And I know they announced a sequel as well. So that one is definitely on my want to check out list. Have you beaten that one, Tim? Have you played all the way through, or just aware of it? Phoenicians? Oh no. Why are we getting lore on Phoenicians? Are they around here? Irritating little bastards. Oh, I can't get in there from here. How do they want me to get in there? Maybe north a little bit? I don't think so, though. Oh, you have not played it. I would recommend that one, since I have actually played that one. If you think it looks like your style of game, it probably is. I swear that game was amazing. No, I don't see any way in here. We're gonna have to head south. I have to head south and see if we can find a way in there. Let's see. Thrones of Britannia is the most recent one. It's set entirely in the British Islands during the Viking invasions. Alright, cool. No, I played it with keyboard and mouse. Just because, well, more so at the time, I was a bit of a keyboard and mouse snob, but whenever it comes to any first-person game, I usually prefer keyboard and mouse. But, yeah, no, I can't say I've tried it with a controller, unfortunately. Let's see, then the two Warhammer games, right. So those I am already familiar enough, at least, with. Oh, I don't want to fight these guys, because I think this is where the, that hyperactive one is. I'd rather not mess with him if at all possible. Oh my god, as I aggro like every ghoul. This looks like the right path, though. I don't know if I've been back here. Oh wow, that is a lot of ghoul. Alright, some of them broke off, that's good. My god, that is a lot of ghouls. Mistakes have been made and corrected. Oh, look at the control scheme for PS4. They put jumping on the triggers. You know, for a parkour game, I think I'd be okay with changing up some control schemes. You never know. Take a while to get used to, that's true. I'm used to jumping being like X button or circle button, one of the two. Let's see, the next Total War game would be set in China pre-AD and will be released early next year. I know very little about Chinese history, though I went to college with a guy who was a Chinese history major, I think. Wonder if he was ever able to find gainful employment, because that was a running gag in college. That was going to be a nightmare once he got out of college. Alright, so this is not a place we've been before. This is a new location on the map. Ghoul Gully, which is a quaint little name. I know this is going to be about the nerdiest thing that I have said on stream, at least this month, but I actually do have a copy of Art of War. I have a tiny little, tiny cheap little copy of it, because I thought it would be a cool thing to have. And it is a cool thing to have. It's an interesting little book. There's a lot of tautologies in there. Yeah, I am totally serious. I warned you it was going to be a nerdy thing, and it definitely is. Oh no, it is an English translation, because, you know, I don't do well with other languages. And I know there's a bunch of different English translations of it floating out there, so I don't know which one it is. But, yeah, just a tiny little cheap paperback copy. But still, I appreciate having it. It's a nice thing to have on the shelf. Looks nice. Nice conversation starter, if nothing else. Alright, making good progress. Killing these folks. History degree will lead to employment as a YouTube streamer. Hey, wherever you can find gainful employment, that's all it takes. Yet you do look like John Rhys Davies. Thought languages would flow with you like coffee and chocolate. John Rhys Davies, that is not anyone someone has compared to me, but I do know him well. Very cool fellow. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I'm familiar with his work. I do like the work the guy has done. All the way back from Indiana Jones, which he was good in. Sliders, also. I was a fan of that TV show back in the day. Way back in the day. That was a fun one. Anybody else seen Sliders? Is that just me? With Jerry O'Connell? Way back in the 90s, I think? It was a fun premise for a show, if nothing else. two great tastes that go great together. I can't say I've done coffee and chocolate at the same time too much, but that sounds like a thing I would need to check out. Because I do like coffee, and I do like chocolate. And Reese's has taught me the magic of combining two things that are good to make something great. That sounds like a reasonable idea for further investigation. Alright, I think we have almost finished off enough ghouls. Finish this quest off. I'm gonna want to investigate this canyon a little bit as well while we're here. I notice it goes a lot of ways, and I'm betting there's some hidden lore in here too. I definitely don't want to miss out on that. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm curious if the quest is going to want me to go deeper in here as well. The coffee has the bitterness, and most chocolates have the sweetness to balance it out. Alright, makes sense. I think I've used that analogy in most of my reports. It's a good analogy. It's a very basic, principle of flavor mixing. You mix your bitter and your sweet, get them to balance and complement each other. Oh, the chocolate percentage? 80%'s way too high for me. I can't even handle that much. 70% is about as high as I'll go, I think. Kill the ghoul leader. Patches! The ghoul leader is living by a camper home, and his name is Patches. That's almost adorable. Alright. Let's do the thing. It doesn't look like he's super tough, that's a good thing. Still got some HP on him, but still, if it's a battle of attrition, I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, as he hulks up, of course. I had to jinx it, didn't I? Alright, we're good, we're good. Alright, let's hand in that report. And here I was thinking health and safety regulations could not take any sharper nosedive. I agree that common decency dictates this squalid little operation should be terminated. Alas, we have an ongoing war to consider. We are not in the business of affording protection to ghouls. These creatures have a long history of gnawing at the bones of human society. There's an irony in the situation somewhere. Don't think of it as turning a blind eye, more holding your nose and marching onwards. Also, I recommend politely declining any meat dishes until you return to the city. Good call there, good call. Yeah, that was a close one, Tim. Whew. Adorable right up until when he tries to eat your spleen. True, Australis, that is usually when I lose my patience with someone. I prefer people not eating my spleen whenever possible. But we dealt with the situation. We're good. We're good. So yeah, most amount of cocoa content chocolate I can handle is 70%. Yeah, it gets a little gritty at some points as well. That's an unfortunate thing. And it's so bitter, I can't really handle any quantity of it. I'm just eating these teensy tiny little bites, and at that point I'm like, well, what's the point? You know, I need something I can get in my mouth and actually taste if I'm gonna be eating it. Alright. That upgraded, and throw this onto here. Alright. Is there anything else we want to check out while we're in this canyon? This looks like the end of it. I'm curious about this little dead end. Like I said, I get the feeling there might be some hidden lore in here. I want to explore the little nooks and crannies here too. See, bittersweet chocolate tends to have a high amount, about 60 to 70%. Yeah, that's usually what baking chocolate is, right? If I remember correctly. Are baking chocolates semi-sweet? I don't know if we're thinking of the same thing here. I could not tell you. I'm like, I don't know what the AoE is, but I was pretty sure I didn't want to be in there. I remember that's, I think that's a common experience with a lot of people, is as a kid, seeing your mom baking with semi-sweet chocolate and being like, oh, chocolate chips, I want some chocolate chips. And then you eat them and you're like, oh my god, what is this? This isn't how chocolate is supposed to taste. What have you done? What have you done? Right, because that's, it melts easier, basically. Whereas for baking chocolate, you want it to melt. Whereas for most chocolate candies, you want the exact opposite. You want them not to do that. Makes sense. I know Has anyone in here ever seen a TV show called Good Eats with Alton Brown? I am completely in love with that TV show because he doesn't just talk about flavors and stuff like that and the process of creating stuff. He talks about the science behind food too. And talking about how chocolate, like processed chocolate, actually has a crystalline structure, I found absolutely fascinating. If you can track down Good Eats and find the episode about chocolate, it is amazing and will make your day. Basically any episode of Good Eats will probably do that though. Alton Brown is a goddamn wizard in the kitchen. Like, I can't even cook for shit, for the most part, but I do enjoy watching some Good Eats and learning some stuff. Alright, no, there was not as many twists and turns to this canyon as I thought there would be. So I didn't actually find anything secret in here, which is a little disappointing, but we finished the quest. We destroyed all the sausage-making equipment. And we've thinned the ghoul population, so hopefully everything is going to be cool around here. First rule of baking for children is that pre-cooked baking mixture is always better than the finished cooked end product. Well, I mean, you know, cookie dough. Cookie dough is made of magic and love. That is true. I think you might be onto something there, Australis. Although my mother did make some fantastic cookies. And just a reminder to anybody that doesn't know, or that is new here or hasn't heard about it, in my Stream Elements store, if you've been here for a while and have been accumulating my channel currency, I am willing to give away some secret family recipes, if you want to spend some of your stream currency. I think it's !XSE for the details, if you're curious. If you are a fan of cooking or baking, there's a little bit of both in there. Let's see. Modeling chocolate isn't that hard, but my god, it's a pain to form with at times, especially white chocolate. Have fun eating white chocolate while the fat... Oh, man, I didn't know if there was any way you could make a white chocolate not sound appetizing, but I think you did the trick there, Tim. Oh, god, no thank you. Just don't remember the ratio of chocolate to corn syrup? I can't say I've ever messed with it. It doesn't actually say who the wooden knight goes to, so I guess we're just supposed to... Oh! Went to the Kid Tibor. Alright. Fair enough. Let's hit the apothecary while we're in here. And sell off some goods. And then we'll head out of town and figure out what our next course of action from here is. I remember, my old sister-in-law was actually a fan of baking with fondant, which I didn't used to like fondant, but she actually made some that tasted really good and made some really amazing sculpted creations with. She probably have pictures of it somewhere, but I don't recall too much of it off the top of my head. And we got some goodies. Oh, it's a weaker version of the belt I already have, so we can get rid of that. And what else do we get in there? Lola Shayna's Game Shenanigans. Nope, that's not a mouthful and a half. That is a mouthful, but shenanigans is always a good word. I enjoy the way it rolls off the tongue. It's a fun word. Shenanigans. Like, the word itself sums up everything that is wonderful about what you're describing. Very effective word in that sense. Alright, yes. Level 22 on that. So close. And then that'll get us level 21. Whew. And then let's check on our agents. One of them just finished up their mission. Mission success. Got us a talisman distillate, which we'll probably put to work immediately. And we still don't have what we need for that mission. None of the missions give it right now. That's unfortunate. So what do we want to do? We want a 300 distillate, I think. Well, let's go ahead and take this one. Looks good. Oh no, we can't take that one either. Shoot. This one? Yeah, we can do this one then. Cool. Yeah, we need to build up our supplies a little bit before we can get in there. Alright, Talisman Distillate, let's put it on... Sure, let's put it on this. Not a ton of XP, but every little bit helps. Oh, no worries, Tim Dragon Kid. I mean, we're still talking about chocolate, let's be clear. And I'm not going to complain too hard when we're talking about chocolate. I think it's interesting that, apparently, I don't know if it's, I thought it might have been a law. I could be wrong, but I think white chocolate isn't technically chocolate, in some sense, possibly legal, at least in the United States. Just because it doesn't, I don't know if it even has any cacao in it. Or if it just, like, looks similar to, chocolate, and is sort of used in similar ways. But either way, I do really like white chocolate. I don't think I'd replace, like, regular chocolate with white chocolate in my diet, but I do really enjoy white chocolate. How about you folks? Any preference? Any opinions about white chocolate? Literally cocoa butter and a... Wow! I didn't realize that was all that went in it. That is incredibly simple. That's actually kind of funny how simple it is. So, what do we got? We got 2 side quests over here, so we'll grab those both. Romany Corpse. A wreath of roses. A car wreck, a corpse, and a bed of roses. Looks like the driver was killed while he swerved off the road. An ill fate indeed. The eerie presence can be felt at the site, and a pressing sadness thickens the air. Perhaps there's more to the scene than meets the eye. Search for clues and uncover what the driver was doing here. Will do. Grab his notebook as well. And grab some red flowers. Place the flowers on the girl's grave. We'll get to that in a second. I'm going to grab this other side quest while we're in the neighborhood. We won't have to come back. I don't know. I mean, alright. Let's back up a second, Australis. The short answer would be, yeah, probably. Because at the end of the day, I probably know some friends that are going to play Fallout 76, and I'm going to want to play Fallout 76 with these friends. So yes, very likely I am going to buy Fallout 76. I'm not going to pre-order it, because I don't pre-order any video games anymore. And I'm probably going to at least give it a couple weeks to see what the reviews say, but suffice it to say, I'm very curious about the game. I think there's a lot of potential in the game. There's a lot that could go wrong. A lot of reasons I might not like it as well. But I'm curious. They got my attention. It's a dirty job. A lone Orochi agent has fallen victim to the forest werewolves. Beside his corpse, a tablet still strobes with automated demands for updates on the progress of a retrieval mission. Reports refer to Orochi field data being stolen by a pack of scavenging ghouls. The doomed agent's assignment was to find their territory and pick through the refuse piles. You can finish his work and claim the data for your own secret society. I like the sound of that. Search for data among the piles. Piles? Piles of what? I don't know, but I've got a humongous search area here. Let's see what I can find. Piles of junk? I guess I'll check my quest log after we finish this, see if we can get some clarification. Yeah, there's still so much we don't know about Fallout 76. There's a lot we know. And there's new information coming out all the time, but there's
Additional
still...
assignment received.
I still feel like there's a lot we don't know. And so until the game actually is released, and I know for certain the answer to all the questions I've got, you know, I just can't be sure about it, you know? But they got my attention, so that's a start, at least. My god, the search area is enormous. How am I supposed to find anything in here? Yeah, I have very much enjoyed all of the modern Fallouts. I liked Fallout 3 a lot. I liked Fallout New Vegas a ton. And I liked Fallout 4 enough. Let's see. You can always pre-order Fallout 76 and then use the beta key when they open it. If you don't like it, get a refund. I could, but I really hate doing refunds unless it's for technical reasons. So, I mean, I know enough friends that play it that I can probably just watch it on Twitch, is the thing. I know some streamers that'll definitely be playing it, so one way or another, I will get the answers to my questions. I'm not too worried about that part. I just wish I had the answers now, you know, being impatient here. Oh my god, I love those games, Tim. I love those games. I have, in my youth, I've beaten Soul Blazer. I've beaten Illusion of Gaia. I have not gotten around to playing Terranigma. But, oh my god, those are good games. Especially Illusion of Gaia. I really enjoyed Illusion of Gaia. That was so good. I would love to play that, Tim, except for the fact that I'm still boycotting Nintendo games, or first-party Nintendo games, until they take a more generous stance towards streamers. But if that changes, remind me of that, Tim, and I would love to play some Soul Blazer and some Illusion of Gaia. Seriously, good picks right there. And hey, Zero, welcome in. How are you doing today, my friend? How are things in your neck of the woods? Alright, so we killed enough ghouls. That's a start. Now we just need to keep digging through trash piles. Because that's a respectable thing. Hey, another dead hero! Welcome in. Why did that not trigger anything? That definitely should have triggered an alert there. Hero, how are you doing? How was your stream? What were you playing today? And how did it go, Hero? Always a pleasure to hear. And for anybody that didn't know, Hero right here, wonderful caster. A joy to watch. I watch whenever I can. Not as much as I'd like to, but whenever I can, it is always a pleasure. Low-key Hero Raid, welcome in, Hero. Australis, I actually think we've gotten more info from various interviews than we did from Bethesda's E3 showcase. They did, I appreciate that they made an attempt in the showcase to answer as many questions as they could. But just with a game that big, there's just so many questions to answer. There's no way they could have ever gotten to all of them. I respected that, at least. But, yeah, the interviews have been helping, definitely. Playing some Moonlighter and DBD. How'd DBD going? How was Moonlighter? I don't think I played that one. Hero, 10 months and was still with Tier 2. Hero. Oh, thank you so much for that, Hero. That I can't even put into words how much that means. That is so cool of you. Especially at Tier 2. That is incredible. Thank you so much for all the support, Hero. It means a lot. And you're a wonderful person for doing it. Let's see, we won't talk about DBD. Ooh, one of those nights. They happen. Sorry to hear that. Moonlighter is godly, though. Refresh my memory. I know I've heard the title, Moonlighter, but which one is that? Especially if it's godly, I might want to check it out myself there, Hero. And you know me, I'm always thirsty for some new games. And, you know, just thirsty in general, hence why I always have 2 drinks with me on stream. But, you know, also thirsty for new games. Primarily. We'll say primarily thirsty for new games. Both these guys. I'm really not using my ult enough today. Bad habit. Gotta make sure I'm doing that. Alright, search this trash pile, and we're good. Curious that the Orochi is so interested in the bodily workings of ghouls. I presume there's an angle of some sort, perhaps an attempt to extract organic materials from ghoul offal that develop potent drugs. Were you aware that ghouls construct their hives partially out of their own feces? They have absolutely no dignity. We're back in 18th century France. No amount of perfume could cover up the stench. We'll have our labs take a closer look at the report. I'm sure it'll give us deeper insight into the inner workings of ghouls. Gross. Two drinks, a glass of scotch, and a glass of coke. One for each hand, Australis. You know how it goes. Alright, good reward from that as well. Everything's sorted from there, and do a little upgrading. while we're chatting. Man, it's so sad to just see those tiny percentages that the XP get in my purple belt now. So that's definitely going to be an endgame grind, is the purples. It'll be sad once we get all purples, but that's still a ways off. And it's still a nice goal to work towards, at least. Hey there, Pink Death. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope all is well with you. Ooh, level 17. Heck yes. See, Moonlighter's early access indie title. Is a roguelike dungeon crawler that has dungeons that are randomly generated. It's quite fantastic and literally one of your favorite games of the year. Ooh. I think I may have seen a little bit of that hero. I'll have to double check after the stream though. That sounds cool. Drink half of each and then mixes. Exactly. Just sort of shimmy around. Mix it up in your stomach. That's a good strategy right there. Maybe not the most pro tier of mixology, but it works. Gets the job done. Alright, so I think we're good there. So now we gotta go put those flowers on the girl's grave, which was our objective earlier, so let's head over there. 20 bucks USD, not bad for an indie game. Certainly. Now, I'm always super hesitant about buying early access titles. Not just because of the worry about the risk, but like for games like, what is it, Dead Cells? I was really worried when Dead Cells came out, because I saw some streamers do this, is that they burned through all the material that there is in the early access, and then get burned out on it. And then when the game updates from early access, oh hey, we just added some new content, you're like, I'm already a bit burned out on this, I don't know if I want to play anymore. That's not good, I don't want to do that. Alright, here's the girl's grave. Oh. Hey. Hopefully we put her spirit to peace. Here's hoping. I must begin to distill piss. To each their own. To each their own. Definitely any day we're doing side quests in this stream is a very busy day because we get tons and tons of rewards, and today is no exception. We are piling them up here, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh, we are so close to having a purple in that lower right-hand slot. That's awesome. 17 there. We almost got a blue back up for the head slot. I think I am close to the Romany village, so I'll pop in there and sell some stuff we don't need. And where is that guy? Here we go. Hey, buddy. I've got stuff for you. How are we doing on cash? 26K, my goodness. I will definitely be popping into the London Museum after this stream, seeing what I can do with some of that sweet, sweet cash to upgrade it. I haven't actually been stopping into the London Museum on stream for a while, but pretty much every time I've been playing Secret World after stream, I've been stopping in there to do some upgrades. It's apparently supposed to be an endgame thing, but I'm having a lot of fun upgrading it. All right, looks like there's still plenty to do up north, so let's head back up there. I think that's where we did the farm with the creepy sausage weirdos. Oh, derelict power station. Apparently you haven't been here either. Anything to see here? Not really. There's some Romany folks hanging around. Wonder what that's all about. Quest chain I haven't discovered yet, possibly? Possibly. Apparently there's a very expensive brand of coffee which is made from coffee beans. Oh, yes! Yes, I'm almost... It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I know the name of that, too. And yeah, supposedly it is mind-bogglingly expensive. But I don't know if I could bring myself to try that. That sounds gross as hell. But hey, you know, maybe it's fantastic. Maybe I'm the one missing out. Was it Kopi Luwak? I want to say that was what it was. And hey, man, thanks. Welcome in. How are you doing this evening? See, there's a German beer I can recommend if you're into porters. Yeah, I think you linked that to me a couple weeks back, Tim. I was looking into that. It looked really interesting. It looks like they do sell it in my area as well. So I might look into that one sometime. Now, where were we? We were about to get Mulligan, I believe. Go ahead and unlock that, and we'll keep going with this chain as well and see if we can get Bamboozle, which is kind of a cool ability. It is Kopi Luwak. I thought that's what it was. And hey, John Big Booty, welcome in. How are you doing this evening? Kopi Luwak is the name of the coffee that is made out of beans that have been pooped out. So that is a thing. $3.50 per half-liter bottle. Not too expensive either. Oh, hey, wolves. And werewolf. Oh, goodness. I did not plan this out. Mistakes have been made. May have bitten off a little more than I intended to here. Busy IRL, John? Well, hopefully it's nothing too bad, and hopefully you're enjoying your lurk either way. Either way, good to see ya. Oh, $3.50 Canadian, which I believe is approximately, I was going to make a joke about currency exchange, but I don't really remember which way it goes. Either way, I know things are pretty expensive up in Canada. I have to destroy this? Yeah, there we go. I had to destroy it for the mission marker to show up. That's weird. That's never happened before. Oh, so it is cheaper in the US. Alright. The tactical move of not getting eaten. I like that explanation a lot better there, Kirby. Right, Australis, basically. Trophy Wolf. This werewolf siege pack has marked out its territory with grim trophies, crackling with pale fire. You're no expert on werewolf ritual, but smashing them should send the right message. Raid the werewolf territory and topple their trophies. You worry the effect your vandalism might have on nearby wolves. You mean it'll piss them off? Because I'm guessing it's gonna piss them off. Yeah, I have heard that. That is unfortunate. Poor werewolves. I suppose you didn't notice the corpses flayed upon their little totems right there. I feel no guilt here. No guilt whatsoever. Banners are bad. Look at all those skulls! The good guys don't tend to hang skulls from big old trophy things. This I believe. No, that's a sign you're dealing with the baddies right there. A very clear and present sign. There we go. I like that it takes so long to drop. It's a cute animation. You know what they say, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Okay, sorry, that was a bad joke. I'll see myself out. Bad joke, but one I've heard before and have appreciated in the past. So we can roll with that. Alright, let's keep taking out some banners. Oh, wow. Yeah, that definitely provokes an immediate response from the locals. Alright, we took it out, but that doesn't appear to have been one of the ones on my list. So I'll just keep blowing them up, that's fine. Oh man, yeah, that makes them real mad. Let's see, Monster Hunter World, for example, here, near 80. Ooh, yeah, that is pretty expensive. Although I don't know how much it is here. I think there was a couple different editions, if I remember correctly. I'm still considering Monster Hunter World. Like I mentioned in Discord, I haven't ever played a Monster Hunter game before, so I feel like at some point I'd want to... At some point I'd need to play my very first Monster Hunter so I can judge it. Because I have known a lot of people that have really loved the Monster Hunter series before. People I trust. People I know for a fact to have good opinions. So I don't know if it's for me specifically, but I do want to give it a shot. Willing to check it out. So I need a hollowed banner trophy. Oh, here we go. Ease peas. Actually closer to 75. That's a little bit better, but not a ton. Is that a werewolf mage? No, I saw him channeling lightning bolts back there, I get a little concerned. I understand werewolf. I understand mage. But put them both together and I get very concerned about my future. Good, he's down. See if we can get to a little bit of safety before we turn this in. Oh. All right. Heck yes. Side quest days. So much XP. Beautiful thing. All right. Whew. So, time to see what we're doing next. Although I think if we're still in the north, it looked like there was a lot of side quests up here. Oh yeah, plenty. And there's an apothecary up here too, and maybe a quest giver, although I don't know if we've talked to them before. Let's check out the quest giver first, as a matter of fact. Well, no, I suppose since this side quest is along the way, may as well grab it at least. Get a nap, but I'm going to leave you alert. 'Tis late. 'Tis early, technically, hero, but you're not wrong. So you have yourself a good rest, hero. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you so much for the host. And the resub, of course. I had a lot to thank you for. There's no coincidence there. But you have yourself a good rest, and I will talk to you soon, my friend. The Outcasts. You come upon the savage remains of a Draculesti hunter. Judging from the number of ferocious wounds, he was heavily outmatched. A trail of gore leads eastward into a forest ravine. A lead, warning, trap? Prepare yourself to confront the beast responsible. Oh, this sounds scary. Alright.
Visual tracking initiated.
Now let's follow the blood trail. Now, we know for a fact that Draculesti hunters are usually pretty hardy folks. You know, they, as a lifestyle, hunt monsters, so they can usually handle themselves. This is the work of werewolves. Follow the trail of blood to the killer. Oh, I remember this guy. This guy I fought right as soon as we initially came into this area. The Outcast Alpha. Hey, buddy. Oh, shoot, I got aggroed from behind. Oh, there's not a lot of room to maneuver up here. That's not good. Come on. Feel more. There we go. The wolves are down. That's good. So I can focus on this guy 100%. There we go. Whew. So much loot. Loving this. So yeah, that was a big bad werewolf right there. I can understand why even a Draculesti hunter would have some trouble with him. No shame there. No shame at all. There's level 18 on this one, just 2 more, and we can make it blue out of that. And then a microscopic amount of XP on my belt. And lastly, a little bit of XP for my hammer as well. Level 4 for that, so heck yeah. I keep thinking we're about to hit the wall, but then I just gained 2 item levels right there, so that's nice. Alright, let's see what the hell the Orochi was up to over here. Can't put it off forever, as much as I'd want to. Hey! Rabbit wolf? Where'd this guy come from? Alright, let's investigate. Crying wolf. Among other things, the Orochi group was running tests on the local lycanthropes. What were they looking for? Better take some blood samples just to be sure. Orochi use heavy-duty syringe designed for big game. Or werewolves. A little both. Alright, let's grab a syringe.
Quick access inventory updated.
Alright, so I need to find 3 different types of werewolves and then kill them after I've used the syringe on them. Cool. That doesn't sound horrendously dangerous at all. Oh well, what's a little more danger today? Back past that mangled corpse. Let's see, there's a howler, so this one actually should satisfy the conditions. Did it work? Did I use it on him? Alright, I think I used it on him. I saw a little bit of blood there. Let's try killing him now and see what happens. Hopefully that satisfies the condition of the quest. Yep, cool. Alright, so that's blood sample number 1. Now we need a brute and a pack leader. So they're howler, but fortunately we caught his attention. So now we have to kill him. It's self-defense now. It actually sounded creepier than I intended. And I intended it to sound creepy. Oopsies. Alright. And yeah, we're back to the Werewolf Canyon now. There's a brute, though. Let's run up to him. Use the syringe on him. Did that work? Can't tell if that's working. Alright, I'm going to assume that worked right there. Ult him. That should help a little bit. Alright, cool. Yeah, that did work. Alright, so now we just need to find a pack leader. And it looks like we got one right there. These peas. Hey, buddy. Alright, cool. I saw the little blood splatter right there, so we should be good. Ult him and his buddies. Alright, there we go. Blood samples acquired. And we'll send that off to home base. And they can do whatever they feel is necessary with it. And I can keep doing side quests. My favorite. That should level up my dice to level 22. And a little bit more for the belt. So, I'm right by the apothecary, so I'll see if I can't stop up there again and sell off a little bit more. And then, like I said, I wanted to find the quest giver up in this area as well, so we'll see if we can't do that. Oh wow, we're right back at the entrance to the area. I didn't realize that was where we were. It all turned around, I suppose. Alright, I'm going to go and splurge at the London Museum after this. This is going to be great. Alright, so yeah, the quest giver I think is the guy right over here. Mihas, and yes, we already got all the quests that he has to give, so that's good. And there's Silvio Demir. Oh, I bet he has another quest for us, doesn't he? Yeah, I bet he does, unfortunately. Well, let's see what else there is to do with him. That's the Creepy Sausage guy, for anybody that doesn't recognize the name. That is Creepy Sausage Man. Oh, and he's got a stealth quest. I'm really bad at stealth quests. That's unfortunate. But it's got to be done. The cellar door. The Demir meat farm reeks of decay and danger, but you sense it hides an even darker secret. Perhaps what its unwelcoming owners avoid saying is more important than what they do say. Silvio's behavior lets slip that something stirs beneath the farm. Find out what the butchers are hiding without drawing their attention. Alright, let's see the cinema.
Lucrurile mărunte, plânsul. Îl fac pe Silviu pericit. Fac curnați pentru Silviu. Huh? You. Intruder. Usurper. Mummy, she's mad at you. which he says you're too strong to make sausage from.
Yes.
And then, people are not for sausages. Only unpeople. Dirty fairies. Blazing. Dirty. Dirty. Dirty.
Silvio! Puerta te frumos! You ought not to listen to him. He is not well in the head. His father had the syphilis. He was born weak. He is strong here, but not so strong here.
Mummy!
Shush, you! You are very rude to come here into our home and tell us that we are wrong in what we do. This is our home, our land, our forest, not yours. You are from the outside. Outsiders do not understand. We have lived here for many generations, and always the Demirs have served a purpose. Without us, the filthy fairies of the forest would have spread their dark magics. They would have poisoned your world. We have kept them away from your people. We have kept you safe long before you even knew they existed. Long before. Boy? What are you doing?
Mummy? The dirty animals.
They nothing. Go, boy. Go clean up that mess you made in the shed. You are not welcome here.
Man, they are creepy. Alright, time to get into the cellar and see what the hell else they're not telling us. We already shut down the little sausage factory for now. I'm sure they'll rebuild. But if they were more than happy to talk about the sausage, what the hell are they hiding is the question. So, I'm really bad at stealth missions, but we're gonna try. I'm not gonna get the achievement, because there's an achievement for each stealth mission for getting all the way through the stealth mission without ever having been seen. I usually don't even attempt those ones. And I don't know if we're gonna attempt it, but I can promise you we're not gonna get it. Wow, look at that map! That is a surprisingly complex layout. A big cellar. So that door is closed. No apparent way of opening it. A lot of closed doors down here. That's interesting. Disable the West Block security systems. Why did they have laser tripwires and cameras? What in the hell are they hiding down here? Gotta be something behind those laser tripwires. Might just be a way forward, I can't tell. Here we go. Alright. That's some of the security shut off there. And we'll release the door to the north block. Can do. Let's see. When someone wields a two-handed warhammer over their back, subtle is not the first word that springs to mind. True, that is sending a statement from, as far as the eye can see. Oh, you're not wrong there. Adult Entertainment Collection. This is... You might not be wrong there, Pink Death, but this is a hell of a lot of security for... It must be a heck of a stash, is what I'm trying to say right there. Must be a heck of a stash. Those are mines. Be very careful and not step on any mines. Alright. Search the cells for survivors. cells. Is there a switch around here? I need to hit to... Oh, right here. I use the switches to open the cells, so let's see what we can find. Oh, ghouls! Oh, dang it! And I just failed my achievement for fighting the ghouls. How could I have known that there were ghouls inside that one? That's kind of cheap. I was doing good on the achievement so far, too. And that was when Shane figured out that they are Fallout 4 proximity mines. I was actually really worried about that. Australis. That's why I'm like, am I just gonna die here? A Demir? Alright. So it's definitely not all ghouls, but they sort of implied that before. Alright, so that opened the doors to the east block. Let's continue on then. Yeah, I was really banking on the fact that those were pressure mines, but I did not know. Alright, next up we need to disable the east block security. Well, that guy I'm sure I was supposed to sneak around, but now that I've already booched the achievement, I do not care so much. Alright, so that got him through there. Now there's more. I have to find the switch for this side too. Man, this... No! Oh, oh shoot! The laser grids move. That's terrifying. What's that, LTG? What have you been up to, my friend? Return to the bunker entrance with the prisoner. Man, I came within an inch of getting the achievement on this, if I'm reading this right. Dang it, that sucks. Yeah, just all. If I hadn't pulled that one lever, I would have got the achievement. Let's see. Dengeki just live streamed the first footage for... But it was uneventful? Didn't look like it was that interesting, or just they didn't show enough? Demir, they taste like chicken, at least according to the mother and son family that own this farm, who I do not trust, Australis. Not as far as I can throw it. Nowhere near enough. Just a snack when you were looking for a dinner, LTG. I can understand that. I have always sought to be sensitive to strange customs. I have tumbled after cheese in Gloucester and bet on the sheep races in Sark. But I shall not be fooled into believing that the Demirs are local protectors in any sense of the term. We may be outsiders in the region, but I can guarantee you that grinding magical creatures into sausages is objectively uncouth. The cellar, Soviet-era bunker, is cut all through the region. The Demirs appropriated one for their war against magic and good taste. I cringe to think what other uses we shall discover. These are bad folks, is the short version of this. These are bad folks. Suppose we freed what prisoner they did have, and we'll have to live with that for right now. Oh man, level 19, almost ready. Oh, that's only the first necklace. We need another one after that. Dang it. Thought we were going to get a blue right there. Not yet. Not quite yet. Alright, as far as stealth missions go, that one wasn't too difficult, and actually I enjoyed that one. That one was fun. Short, simple, to the point, but a nice change of pace. Alright. I think we may be done for the northernmost area now. Let's take a look. Yeah! And it looks like they finally changed the UI so that completed side quests don't... No, some of the just completed side quests aren't shown on here, but some of them are. That's really weird. There's Mijas. So who's Alina then? I don't remember if we know her. Let's head west and go talk to Alina. Yeah, like the vampire stealth quest in the first part of the area here. That one just took forever, and it was so easy to fail and have to start all the way over again. I hated that stealth quest. I didn't even bother trying to stealth that one, and still, it took me an eternity. Ah, Shadowy Forest, home of the quickly completable quest. Hey there, Vox Nikolai. How are you doing tonight? Hope all is well with you. Big icons is not done before. Small icons available but done. See, I thought it was, from what I could tell, blue was ones I haven't done before, and gray was ones I have done before. But from what I could tell, the difference between blue and gray was really subtle, and I often had trouble telling them apart on the map. Hey folks, just passing through, don't mind me. Just on my way somewhere. Go about your business, like I'm not even here. I'm still getting chased here. Alright, I definitely don't want to fall in that little werewolf conclave because it'll take me forever to get back out. Let's skirt past all that. It looks like the person we need to talk to should be right up here. And we'll see if she has any other quests for us. If not, we're heading south. Oh, she's got a green quest, and I've been skipping those for right now. So in that case, I think we've done all the quests there. Oh. Let's head over to this charred corpse. Oh no, I remember I had trouble getting to that one actually. Let's take the road south. And we'll get to Old Man's Bridge and see what's going on there. That'll be an easy route to take at least. Easy, straightforward, and with my tier 3 run speed shouldn't take too long. I wonder if I should upgrade my run speed any further. I haven't actually checked how much tier 4 costs, or if you can even get tier 4 free to play. Might be worth it, although tier 3 is really nice. Like, you can outrun enemies pretty easily with tier 3, so it's not a huge deal. But, you know, more run speed in MMO is always kind of nice. Wow! That's skybox where you can see the mountain there. That was really nice. I like it. Alright, going all the way south here. What are we doing? We're about 2/3 of the way. Still got a bit of running to do, though. Past the old power station. And, oh, I didn't notice that before. But I bet that's an Orochi camp. Any quests over here? Oh, I kind of want to investigate this. I take these guys out, or they'd, Alright, no, these guys aren't the really weird invincible ones. I should be able to take them out, and then I can investigate a little easier, I think. There we go. Sprint. Ooh, yeah, that is pretty pricey, my goodness. Yeah, I was able to buy Sprint 2 and Sprint 3 with just in-game currency, no problem. I just wasn't curious. I was curious how long I'd be able to keep doing that. Now, what is this here? Laser fence has been deactivated. Hell yes. Let's sneak in there then. Orochi Laboratory and nothing to interact with. Lame! I thought maybe there was a quest in there, but it looks like I'll probably have to come back here for a quest later on. Sea levels rising, drought starting, forest fires, no reason. Swedes realizing it might impact beer production. To action, my brothers and sisters! Englishing really well today. It happens. It happens. Everybody's got their day, but that's pretty funny. Whatever you need to motivate you. I don't know that I haven't been over here either. There's another quest giver over here. Holy crap. New quest giver. That's exciting. And also an apothecary. So, make a couple of quick sales. Keep that inventory nice and clean. And let us talk to our new quest giver. Hell yes. Looks like he's the one that gives the dungeon quest for this area too. So that's cool. Crossroads. The Earth and Mosul laments the spread of the Hell Dimensions, their hungry machines, spilling through the rifts downwind. Investigate the area and see what can be done to stem the tide. If the first wave of hellish troops have an invasion plan, you should discover what their plan entails. Oh good, more dealing with hell. See what he's got to say.
Huh? I mistake you for one made from older stars. Something about you. No matter. I change my tongue. This tongue, it is as old as the rivers. I followed every river from Rubicon to Karen. Good stones, old stones. Many of your dreams come from under the stones. The stone remembers. It has been held by hands stained with clay and blood. It pines for when the sea covered all, and it dreads the starved cities. Not your strange trees or your square caves.
Square caves.
In a little time over them, moss will grow. Nothing will grow here again. This city does not belong. But when a hole is opened, it spills out and spills out. Much before the star stuff of you, I saw hungry machines wider than mountains. I was made of stone and soil then. Much violence happened to close the holes and end the cities. The world broke apart. Everything changed. It was without violence for a little time. Rivers filled the cracks in the world. I followed every river from Rubicon to Kellen.
Spooky little cinema. Alright. So, this must be another area I haven't seen, because I don't remember seeing any hell forces in this area either. But war never changes. Man, I love that you're in that line. Hey dudes. Yeah, Hell's Row. This is another area of the map that we haven't been in yet. Definitely, I'm like, I would have remembered if we fought demons here, because demons are terrifying in this game.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
Kill Burning Banner Warriors is our next optional quest. Go ahead and pick that up. So yeah, we've actually visited Hell in this game. It was a bad place, it was a scary place, and is currently undergoing a civil war as well. Which in itself is all kinds of terrifying, and I'd rather not get involved. But we're trying real hard to prevent an all-out invasion, so what are you gonna do? Just keep our eyes open, our wits about us, and there's definitely a portal back there. God damn it. Imagine if Morgan Freeman and Ron Perlman's voices merge. For good measure with Christopher Walken's cadence. Oh my gosh. I couldn't take it. I could not handle something that impressive. Something that majestic, even. I couldn't do it. It's too much. I don't know if any of the world's ready for that. Come on. Finish these guys off. There we go. And I see there's a unique in here too. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about what, Vox? Am I missing something? What you got going on? There's a side quest here. I'll pick that up while we're in the neighborhood. Have your restless spirit wait in a graveyard till midnight? That seems like a bad plan already. I'm already not a fan of this plan. That does sound pretty extreme. Maybe find any plan that isn't that extreme. Perhaps. Out of this world, a devious device lies discarded. This part of Transylvania looks like it's been ripped from hell. Whatever the purpose of this device, one thing is certain, it's not of this world. Try its effects on nearby demons? I'll pick it up.
Quick access inventory updated.
Alright, so we need to try this on different enemies? Sure, we can do that. Alright, I think I used it on him. Did it work? Yeah, that worked, and we also finished our little Kill Demons quest. Nice. Only in-game, of course. Oh my goodness. That's a good clarification. Gotta make sure to clarify that. Outsourcing saves some effort. Oh hey, here we go. Hell Soldier plans. Oh god, that's the village, isn't it? Oh, that's not good. Alright, did we finish that one? No, let's finish Out of This World first, and then we'll pick up there. We need to get a Burning Banner Soldier. And use the device on him, and then we can finish that and get back to the story quest. Where are the soldiers? Are they back near the entrance? I see sawbones, but not soldiers. Sawbone, fist. Check over here a bit. Try to avoid those big glowing things, because I feel like they might be dangerous. Just a hunch. Sawbone. There's a soldier. Alright, there. Go ahead and shield up in case these guys are dangerous, which... See that armor there? Alright, bring the device to the wisest creature in the region. That one we can wait on. So we'll go ahead and pick up Crossroads. Find and collapse the shifting hell rifts we can do. Also, there's a unique over here. I want to take him out too. Ah, shoot. There's an aggro all three of those. Let's see, spawns are a wee bit random. Just try a few groups. Alright, will do. Alright. How do I collapse the hell rifts? Interact with them? There we go. That's easier than I expected. I say as soon as somebody gets summoned up to deal with me. Dang it. Don't worry, Vox Nikolai. I'm just sort of talking out loud here. This isn't too hard so far. Now, if I actually need help, oh, don't worry. I'll address chat directly. You'll know. You'll know. Oh, he's big. He's real big. Big demon means big guts. Rip and tear! Somebody's got to have heard that one before. Hopefully someone knows where that's from. Oh, he's pretty tough, too. Oh no, I saw something about scheduled downtime, I didn't see where it was. I'm assuming that's what, 7:30 or 8, somewhere around there? If somebody happened to catch that, let me know. Dang it! Downtime, my arch nemesis. Going down in an hour. Oh, it's 8 o'clock downtime. Alright, well, we still got a little time. Alright, that's one. We'll be down for 2 hours, which, you know, I'll be in bed by the time that's done, but, alright. We'll play till about then. That one didn't seem to count, which is weird. It still only says I've taken down one rift. Oh, we can go take down this one then. Hey, buddy. Definitely need to remember to be using my ult more often. I know I had like one stream where I was ulting all the time and it was awesome. Alright, that says 2 now. That's good. I can find another one. I was hoping to go for an extra hour or 2 tonight because I'm really having fun. I'm like, it wouldn't be cool if I could just like finish the side quest in this region tonight, but we appear to have been foiled. Alright, that is all 3 of them sealed. Excellent. So that means we'll probably be doing the dungeon in this area next time we play as well, and not tonight. Alright, close the portal and defeat Firstborn Uniques? Alright. Sounds like we're fighting some uniques. A ruined city full of open gates? When did Shane start playing Oblivion? Tonight, I guess. I am planning to stream Oblivion someday, but we're going to do Morrowind first. Is it this gate we have to... Yeah, I think it's the big gate we have to close now. So that's going to be scary, but... Closing hell portals, that's always nice. I've played a good chunk of Oblivion before, but I haven't finished it. Mainly because the leveling system screwed me over, and I got to a point where it was almost impossible for me to continue. No? Let's close the portal. Not that one, apparently. I just summons another sawbone. Is there an order I have to do then, maybe? Oh no, here he is. He's 3rd. Oh, and he's a tough one. Alright, we got this. No, oh man, maybe we got this. He's doing some damage. I'll keep my defenses up. There we go. Got a blue match, that'll help too. Alright, good. Remember your ult. I will, but unfortunately my ult is designed for groups. So I don't typically want to use my ult against just one person, because then it's sort of a waste of energy, unfortunately. But here I see 3 soldiers. Let's get them all together. And there's that ult. Thank you for reminding me, Pink Death. I know the rules say no backseating, but reminding me that my own abilities exist is usually a thing that I need done anyway. Should have brought a 12 gauge instead of 12 pistols. I do have a shotgun in my inventory. I just switched off of it recently. But man, I love the shotgun in this game. Some very cool abilities. And when I go dungeon crawling, I'm probably still going to switch back to my shotgun, just because I've got all the abilities set up for that. But yeah, for right now, we are doing what we can to level up this sledgehammer. I should check how that's going, actually. Sledgehammer is level 9. So slowly it's moving along. Alright, will do, Vox. Thank you for the offer. That one's closed, and they'll summon a baddie. And we'll close the other one. I think that'll summon up the enemy. Still hits hard and applies exposed. See, I'm not sure. I thought there was an upgrade that applies these special conditions, but I could be wrong about that. It does hit hard, though, but I don't know if it's worth it for single enemies, though. Like, I thought I looked at the numbers it was doing, and I'm like, this doesn't feel like it's worth my while. There's another burning banner guy. Oh, alright, I see the big bad back there. Alright, see if I can heal up a little bit before engaging him. There we go. Alright, so there's my ult. Can't tell if it did anything to him, but again, he's kind of a big badass. This one sure feels like he's going down easier than the third one, but I suppose if they were numbered in a video gamey order, then maybe I just took on the big boss first, which does sound like a thing I would do. And hello, Unique, I see you over here. And I'm a-coming for you. Where are you? I'd be right nearby. Maybe inside the building or inside the ruins? Let's take a look. Hello. Ooh. Inflamed Mutt. That's a weird name for an enemy. And if he stays in that house any longer, he'll have an inflamed butt. Oh! I went there. I didn't have to go there, but I went there. That's a lot of fire. Oh my god. Nice blue match. Just make some good use out of that. Oh, there's fire. Come on, die! There we go. Whew. Expose means you do 10% more damage. And debilitate means he does less to you. Alright, so it isn't just the ability itself. I wasn't sure about that. And you're sure that's the baseline ability? Actually, I should be able to check right now, shouldn't I? Yeah, it does apply exposed and debilitated. Thank you for letting me know, Pink Death. I don't know how I forgot that. It's somewhere along the line, but somewhere along the line, I definitely forgot about that. Much appreciated. My own ability, the ult I've been using for a couple months at this point. Just completely forgot what it does, basically, is what we're seeing here. Tactician of the Tuning. That's an interesting name there. Alright, this should be the second born enemy, and the last portal we need to close. So let's work on that. Come on. Alright, there we go. And then we'll just... Oh, I forgot. We gotta finish off the little summon first. Yeah, I often forget about conditions in this game because I've never really played a character so far that has used conditions in any way, shape, or form. I've just been about straight up damage and whatever I need to do to survive so far. But that is a good thing to know, definitely. That's done. Then we get the little guy. Little guy, I say, is a warrior of the pits of hell charged at me. Little guy relative to what I'm about to fight. Let's clarify that. Alright. Arm up. Start with the ult then. Start working on him. Let's see, I went full into theory crafting in this game. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know if we've talked about what all you've done in this game, Pink Death. What do you... The characters that you have in this game, or if you have any like top tier characters, what do they look like, if you don't mind my asking? Like, what kind of characters do you like to run in this game? Conditions keep your hair bouncy and fresh. That is true. And in any RPG, nothing can be more important than having hair that has that stay to it. Because if you go into the final boss battle and your hair's just all greasy and slicked back, you're going to be trying to give this speech, "I will stop you, villain." He's just going to be laughing at you. That isn't what you want. No. Got to make sure to have that good hair. How are you doing today, Tom? Welcome in. Good to see you. At the risk of sending the wrong signals, this is interesting news. Of course, an organized demonic front would pose a grave risk to Earth, but the best test of our army's efficiency is a clash with one another. The manner of glorious warfare was thought to be a thing of the past, so we welcome the news of your commando victory and the prospect of further campaigns against the hellish barony. Our own dear brigadier holds the one that crippled him in this particular regard. You should see how he ended up, he offers with a grimace one could hazard was a smile. Oh, Richard, I love the writing for my quest giver here. He's goofy. Hey, Blackrock Phantom, welcome in. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Oops. Let me grab the whole window there. I don't even know how I pulled that one off. Let's see. I tend to play with guns and blood. Favorite combo is blood AR or blood pistol. Well, I've definitely used pistols. I still am right now, but enjoy them very much. But I haven't messed around with the other ranged weapon. And haven't messed around with the blood magic either. Doing good. Good to hear. For anybody that hasn't checked out Retrograde Tom before, you definitely should. One of my very favorite retro streamers on Twitch. Fantastic guy, very funny guy. Plays a lot of stuff you will see nowhere else on Twitch. So if you haven't seen him before, click that link and check him out. And that is another item I haven't seen before. You gain a beneficial effect that increases your movement speed by 10% for 6 seconds. You also gain a chance to cast Chemical Advantage on your target when you hit. When this effect ends, you gain a detrimental effect that reduces your movement speed. Wow, alright, so it's drugs. I found drugs. Go figure right there. Let's see, Pink Death, you have all AP unlocked, every passive for DPS, working on tanking before taking a prolonged break. Alright, oh shoot. Thought I was somewhere safe, was not somewhere safe. I finished checking out whatever I was checking out in a second. Alright, let's find somewhere a little quiet, where maybe the Legions of Hell aren't patrolling? That sounds like a good idea. Possibly. Where the heck was I? Oh yeah, I was going to do a little bit of upgrading right there. Let's see, Blackrock, you're doing good and playing Hearthstone, so you just want to pop in and say hi. Well, hello to you. How's Hearthstone treating you today? How is the RNG treating you? Hopefully you're getting some good draws, getting some good matchups. Fingers crossed for you either way. Alright, man, we're actually pushing level 3 on this belt. I don't think we're going to do it tonight, but still, it's good to see. Strange that I'm getting excited about level 3, but those pinks are really hard to level up there. And level 23 on the dice. Excellent. That's all we're doing for right now. Alright, where to next then? Where are we even? Somewhere on the map, right? Oh, wow. Right, we went all the way to the south, didn't we? Alright, so, kind of want to talk to Mosul again. And see what his... Well, I think the only other quest we're going to get from him is the dungeon quest, so we don't need to do that right now. So we've still got the Hellish Device quest. So let's see where it wanted us to take this. The wisest creature in the region? I'm not sure what exactly they're referring to there, but we'll follow the quest marker, see where it takes us. Oh, there's an invisible wall right here, game. Why? I thought that was all going to be cool and exploration-y, but no, we got an invisible wall right there. Could be winter. Besides Hearthstone, you got back into Warframe, and you're enjoying that a lot as well. I have played some Warframe before, and I have enjoyed some Warframe. And I was just reading about the announcements of the new content they got coming up for Warframe. It sounds really good. I am very excited about what they're doing with the game. I don't know if I'll have time to get back into Warframe, but still, sounds cool to me.
Greetings.
Add the device to Mosul's collection of odds and ends. Attention, Secret World Legends is coming down in 45 minutes. Are you willing to wait for it? That's a funny downtime message right there. Alright. Another one done. We are knocking out these side quests today. That's awesome. I don't think we're quite going to have enough time to finish all the side quests, and we're definitely not going to have enough time for the dungeon. But still, I'm really happy about this progress today. Alright, so that head talisman is maxed out, so we can go ahead and use that. Make it blue. And then we can start leveling that up towards upgrading our head talisman to purple. Let's see, yeah, they're constantly updating and make it better, which makes it awesome to play after 4 or 5 months of taking a break. Yeah, you come back and there's new content, that's always nice. Oh, no, not fusion. Empowerment. That'll get that up to level 20, so I'm going to have to start leveling up another neck talisman. Alright, so... we're right by Mosul, but I don't want to take the dungeon quest right yet, I don't think. But there are tons of side quests in the area, so let's pick up one or two of those. What is this one? A cocoon! Oh, that's... oh, why is it always spiders? Why is it always spiders? There's a vile cocoon pulsating unevenly amidst the flowing filth. What came first, the filth or the cocoon? The cocoon is large and unlike anything one would expect to find in nature, and it seems to thrive in the filth. Whatever and wherever it comes from is likely a threat to everything around it. Search the nearby caves for the cocoon's origin and exterminate if possible. If possible, they say. You know, just in case it's some sort of unkillable god beast. Thanks for clarifying that there. Oh, that's a big old spider. Right. Right. Cool. Why is it always spiders? Oh, jeez. Why? Oh. Really glad I have an ability that lets me break stuns. Oh, it's a spider with a face and stuff. Spider with a face and arms and killing intent. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Good. That's what I wanted to fight. Take a quick look around its cave, see if there's anything worth seeing
Special
here.
assignment received. Initializing.
I don't think so. Oh man, that was a hell of a spider right there. You've been grinding Warframe again, getting better equipment and overall new stuff. Good deal. What kind of frame have you been running? Or are there any in particular that you like? Or have you just been experimenting with different types? Because there sure are a lot of frames in that game. I could see just sort of flitting around, playing this and that, not sticking on any one. Alright. Blue head talisman now. It's going to take some time to level up. Getting towards that end game grind. Which is weird, because the more I think about it that we're getting near the end game grind, that means we're actually going to be switching games for bonus Thursday probably before the end of the year, which doesn't sound super close, but it's going to happen. Weird to think about, just because we have been playing Secret World for so long. And this is where all those creepy fawns are. Let's see. I haven't played a game for months and months. Been separated from my gaming group. Life's not fair. Oh, that's rough. Hopefully it's still a temporary situation. Hopefully you'll be back into it in no time. I don't know about you, but I don't like going too long without gaming in my life. Hell, just last week I had to miss 2 streams because of technical issues, and I was getting stir crazy, like, well, crazy. I miss streaming, I miss chatting with all of you. So it's just from being here tonight already, feeling great, feeling fantastic hanging out with all of you. So thank you for being here, everyone that is here. In Blackrock, you've been using Nidus right now, and Excalibur Umbra that you just got. Favorite is your Valkyr or Valkyr Prime. I wish I could remember which one I was using, but I can't. Unfortunately, but there was one frame that I was using and really grinding on I really enjoyed. I just can't recall the name of it right now. Oh, thank you, Blackrock. That's very kind of you. Let's just ult this guy, see if we can speed this process up a little bit. And I need to keep remembering to use my ult. What was the power? I remember there was like a big bubble-shaped AoE centered on the character. And I remember there was like an infection ability, something like that. Oh, shoot. And I attracted some attention that I didn't want. Yeah, I think that we might be thinking of the same one there, Pink Death. It was one with like poison abilities, and there was a big explosion. And like you could put a parasite on enemies and it would make them take more damage. And you could explode it or something. I hope I'm making some sense here, not just ranting and raving. It's hard to tell sometimes. Yeah, like a big AoE centered on the frame itself. If that rings any bells for anybody. Man, it's been a while since I played Warframe. I've still got it installed. Because there was a streamer I was talking to about playing it, who then didn't end up playing it that much. I think got burned out on it. But still, I wouldn't mind going back to that game, checking out some of the new content. Alright, so, what do we got here for a side quest? A vampire rampages through the forest. He is death to all living things. You may never hear the tale of what drove him to such blood madness, but you already know the story of how he dies. That's badass. Put down the mad vampire, ravening elder leech in the dark forest. That's a 1-tier quest. Find vampire, kill vampire. I can do that. Saren! Saren was probably the one. I think that's right. Oh, that's actually... Wow. Holy crap, look at that son of a bitch. Alright, maybe this isn't going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. Take precautions here. Oh, and his lieutenants have AKs and are throwing dynamite at me too. Awesome! Awesome, I was just thinking that would be a super cool thing to have happen here. Alright, we can do this. Maybe. Oh my god, he's barely taking any damage. Just gotta get his lieutenants down first. That's gonna be kind of hugely important. Gotta keep my defenses up too. I don't want to let those lapse or I am toast. Oh my god, I'm still dying. Wow, alright. I might need to restock on potions before that. Can you become a vampire in this game? No, I'm pretty sure that would be, in storyline, that would be a horrendous game over. Because vampires in this game are objectively evil. Or at least we've met one vampire that's working with the good guys, but still they're definitely people you don't want to be messing around with. So no, there's no way to turn into a vampire or a werewolf or anything, but you do kill an awful lot of them. Yeah, let's restock on potions. That'll give us a little more of a fighting chance, and we'll go in there and we'll start with ult as well. Is there any way I could pull his lieutenants? That'd be really cool. Who's shooting at me now? Oh, of course we got another one of the fawns bothering me as I'm trying to go in there and take care of some vampires. Let's see, if you like the story in Warframe, I suggest continuing it when you get the chance because the sacrifice just came out. Oh, new story content, right? I mean, I enjoyed what I saw of the story, but it always felt really sparse to me was the problem. Like, there wasn't enough of this story for me. It was too vague in too many places. Oh, hey! So, Secret World definitely just crashed. Gosh darn it. I'm booting it back up. We've still got like 20, 25 minutes. We can do a little bit more, but oh, that's frustrating. That is the first time in over 120 hours the game's ever crashed on me. I suppose, you know, MMOs, they do crash sometimes, but that's the first time. Rip crash, thank you. And some of the news stories do clear up some of the, clarify some of the history. I'm down with that. So it'll take a second to boot the game up, but then we'll get back in there, and we can probably do another side quest or two before we have to close it down. Oh man, the worst thing is I'd actually pulled one of his lieutenants off, and I'm like, you know, I feel like this is the attempt. This is when we're gonna kill this big vampire. And then nope. Nope. None of that, unfortunately. Oh boy. At least it gives me a chance to get some water. It's always nice. It is pretty nice over here right now, but I can tell it's going to be a pretty warm day already. So once we finish the game for tonight, I'm probably going to pop into the next room, get the air conditioner running, see if we can keep the temperature down today so it doesn't get too bad. Let's see, that vampire's a pro hacker, man. Crash your bees. He did! That monster! He knew that was the attempt. He's like, oh my god, he's pulling my lieutenants. I can't beat that. What am I supposed to do now? Oh man, we gotta crash it. Whew, that is brutal. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, today I think it's supposed to be around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Basically all day. And in Chicago, it tends to get very humid. Almost all the time. Oh, cool, and the game killed me, too. That's awesome. Thanks, game. Or maybe that was the other death, and it just didn't register that entire time I was alive? I don't know. Either way, that's shiesty. That is shifty. Alright. Go ahead and buy off my death penalty. Wait to heal up, and then same strategy as before. Let's pull his lieutenants. Get him away so he can just face the big bad on his own terms. It's still going to be a hell of a tough fight. But I think it's going to be a little more doable if it's just him. Alright, so that's one down. Sitting here with my fans. Oh, God. Whatever you gotta do to cool down. Unfortunately, let me tell you one of the horrors of streaming right here is I haven't found a great way to get my fan to not make a ton of noise in my mic, so I usually turn off basically everything that I would have cooling me down normally when I'm streaming. I keep my AC going because the AC's in the other room. Oh my god, all those AoEs! But it still can get pretty toasty in here while I'm streaming. Doesn't look like he does a lot of melee, at least. Oh my god. And so far, we're doing alright. Well, we're still taking a ton of damage. I think we're out damaging him. Yes! That was a bit of a close one. I saw the red tinges around my screen that says, oh, it's gonna be close. But we got it. We got it. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So goes another abomination. Stamus contra mellum. Whatever that means. My Latin is a bit rusty, to say the least. By which I say I don't actually know that much Latin. Just a little bit from watching too much genre movies and games. Wow, that is a blue wristband. Holy crap. Hang on to that. That is a hell of a find. I see, it's the cross draft that does like 80% of the work. It's true, just pointing the fan at you doesn't always do the thing. Sometimes you gotta have a setup, you gotta have a system to get it working for you. So this, we're just gonna start leveling that up next, I think. This, slap on there. And then I'll level up my ring a little bit. Brilliant. And, oh yeah, I got the pistol there. Slap that on my spare pistol. Alright. where to next then? Still got a little bit of time. I feel like we can finish at least one more side quest. We'll head east next, and I see there's something called Forget-Me-Nots over there. So we'll grab that. I think that's probably where we're gonna be where we wrap stream for tonight. So, in case you didn't hear, tomorrow we are gonna be starting a new game that I have not played on the stream before, but that looks absolutely wonderful and magical. It is an indie game, sort of a platformer type adventure game. It's often been compared to Psychonauts. It's called Stick It to the Man, about a lonesome hard hat tester who acts through a series of complicated and bizarre events, discovers that a alien tentacle is attached to his head, and he can use it to manipulate people's minds and also the world around him, which he soon discovers is two-dimensional and is made of cardboard and stickers. And if that premise doesn't do anything for you, I don't know what to tell you. Because that is 7 kinds of weird, and I kind of love it. So definitely eager to be starting that out. We may actually be able to start it and finish it in one night, it sounds like. If so, we'll be starting our next long game, our next RPG after that, which I'll be announcing tomorrow, if you're interested. Feel free to stop by for that. Yeah, it should be a fun week. Hey, Killer Jonas, welcome in. How are you doing today? So, all of that. There we go. Almost 34k. We're doing really good on money today. And then we just continue past. Why do I keep hearing flies or bees? It's really bizarre. Oh, that one's inside the graveyard, too. I don't want to do that one right now. Because getting inside the graveyard is kind of a pain in the ass. But there's a couple of quests that's probably in there. So, alright, let's see if I can remember how to get into the graveyard then. Not really super well marked on the map, but I think it's down this way. Oh, that lore up there, taunting me. I'm trying to remember that's up there. Doing good, just wondering how you got here. That's very philosophical of you, Jonas. I wish I had the answers, but we are all alone on this spaceship Earth. And yet each brothers in this human race. Or, oh, did you mean to the channel? Oh, that I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure. Sorry, just being ridiculous. Oh no, there is a side quest outside the graveyard now that I'm looking at it. Below it over this way? Oh, but I don't see how to get to that one from here. How do I get to that one? Oh, oh, geez, I have to go all the way around the graveyard to get one of that one, I think. I don't want to do that right now either. So where's the one I want to get? Follow this wall around to the north? Yeah, let's do that. Take a little bit of time, but should be easy enough. Kill some ghosts along the way. Because they're ghosts, it's not technically murder. Technically already dead, so you know. No muss, no fuss, no moral quandaries. And thank goodness for AoE bullets, otherwise attacking 3 ghosts at once would be a bit of a difficulty. Still need to put on my defenses because channeling that many, I couldn't tell you. Oh, the channel, I couldn't say. I mean, if you want to, you can hit !history in chat, and you can see some of the games I played in the past. Maybe you came here to watch one of those ones in particular. It is possible. I do play a lot of, varied stuff. So a lot of people come here for to see a lot of different things. Maybe one of the RPGs I've played in the past, maybe one of the adventure games I've played in the past. Hi, another player. That's cool. I was just mentioning this game has is very heavily instanced, so you don't always see other players in here, but there's one, in case you were curious. that armor. Armor completely is a game changer on these ghosts. Yes, another dead hero, good friend of mine and fantastic streamer. He did actually raid me earlier today after the end of his stream. So if you were watching Hero and you were idling him, that would explain how you got here. In which case, welcome in. Any friend of Hero's is a friend of mine. Alright. Yeah, I guess that could be confusing if you're watching somebody's stream and then they do a raid and you stepped away from the computer for a bit and you're like, why am I watching this person? That is true. That is understandably confusing. But yeah, that's your explanation right there. Mystery solved. Alright, so I clear the ghosts out of here, and then we'll see what it is. Oh, of course I managed to aggro him too, naturally. And then we'll see what it is in this crypt we need to do. And we should hopefully have time to finish. Oh, it's over here. Oh my gosh. I've seen that bug sometimes where the damage numbers blink in front of the screen, but that is horrendous. Kind of shocks me every time. Alright, good deal. Nice simple explanation. I can take it. Let's see. A clutch of flowers adorns this otherwise unmarked grave, somehow clinging to life in the graveyard's leached soil. They would survive better away from this mournful place. Anastasia's garden would be a kinder location for the flowers to mark their remembrance. Alright. Replant the flowers in fresh earth. Let's pick that one up. And we need to head over to Anastasia's place for that, don't we? Ah, shoot, there's that lore on top of the wall I was looking at before. How do I get up? Oh, here we go. Actually, not as complicated as I thought it was going to be. I do need to take a running jump at it, though, it looks like. Internet is back. Welcome in, Rin. Having some internet troubles today? Either way, hope you're doing well. Oh, been away for over an hour. Yeah, I can see how that would be confusing. All right. I don't actually have a quest marker for this, but I know roughly where she is. There's Mosul. There. Alina, that's not who I'm looking for. Thought I remember where she was. Let me double check my quest log. Anastasia, where's Anastasia on the map? Usually it's not hard to find the quest. Oh, because I finished all of her quests, I think it's not showing it to me. Oh, well, that'll make it harder to find. And by harder, I mean impossible. No, I think she's up by the lake, maybe. I think she's north and east of here. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Killer Jonas. Let's see, Dissect, welcome in. How are you doing today? So this is free, thinking of installing? I'd recommend it. I'm enjoying it a lot, certainly. And, you know, the free-to-play thing definitely makes it easy to test out if you're curious. I've sunk over 120 hours in the game at this point. And I'm liking it a lot. Let's see, there's a massive outage in my region. Seems to be catching. There was one in the Chicago area as well recently, although it didn't hit me, luckily. But I definitely heard news about it. And, you know, I had the weirdness with my internet last week, but apparently the two things were unrelated. Oh, you used to play The Secret World when it was released? Alright. I like the changes they've made in that case. The changes they've made to the program since it went free to play, I like them a lot. And it mostly has to do with the combat system, are a little bit different. But I think it makes it a little more action-packed, a little more intensive, a little more involved, is I think the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. Well, welcome in, Dissect. Oh, hey! An animal well I hadn't found before. That's kind of wild. How did I not find it? Oh, that's a lair, that's why. Yeah, let's not go in there. Yeah, layers, for those who don't know, are the end game content here. Alright, so I think we are right near where Anastasia is, so let's see if we can spot her. I think she's right on the shores of that lake north of me. Let's head up there. Happened to you a bunch of times when you fall asleep and one streamer rated another, and then you went on and you just watched a stream that the fourth or fifth streamer rated. Good way to find some new streamers, I suppose. Although, yeah, I understand the disorientation. But still, we're glad to have you stop in. Alright, so we should be hitting the lake just up here. Right after I aggro that guy. Of course. There's a dude just hanging around there, that's weird. And then, there she is. Alright. Cool. What do you know? I actually remembered something in a video game. That's rare. Alright, so it said something about fresh soil. Forest, here we go. Fresh earth mound. All we had to do is replant some flowers. That's the kind of quest I can get behind. Midway upon the journey of our life, I find myself within a dark forest where the straightforward pathway had been lost. Dante. My sincerest apologies, but I am currently knee-deep in life's divine comedy. Yes, even I get called out of the office on occasion. If you are feeling astray, simply push ahead. I shall endeavor to read your report at my earliest convenience. It is fine work you have done, I have no doubt of it. See, Richard's a cool guy even when he's not in his office and is just sending me automated replies. That's the quest giver in here. Interesting, sometimes that's a good word for it. Definitely, I could see interesting. Alright. So, I don't think we have time for another side quest, folks, so since we do have downtime for the server coming in a minute, I think we are going to call it here. So thank you everyone for watching, thank you everyone for sticking around, and it has been a pleasure hanging out with all of you after missing a couple days last week. So, if you haven't already hit follow, now would be the time to do that so you find out what I got live next, which will be tomorrow with a brand new game, Stick It to the Man, an indie PC platformer with a crazy sense of humor. I hope to see you all there. If you want to hang around for just a minute, I will see who else is live and we can go watch someone else if you're interested. I know I am. And, yeah, in the meantime, you can check out any of my links below in chat if you're interested. See, my social media, for one thing. See my YouTube if you want to check out some of the games I have played in my social media. As I accidentally watch myself there. Let me just see who we want to watch right now. I think I just missed somebody right there, dang it. Alright, let's go raid someone we have never raided before. That's always fun. And we are going to raid one of the newest members of the stream team that I belong to. And that's someone who's actually in the chat before, who you may recognize, and that's Quackers. Quackers is a very fun guy. Ben, thank you for stopping by. Seamus, Killer Jonas, Dissect, and anyone else who might be lurking, thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you had a good time. So yeah, let's go ahead and go say hi. Oops. Go say hi to Quackers if you'd like. He's playing some Dark Souls 3. So yeah, say hi to him, hang out a little bit, see what he's up to, and see if you like what he's throwing down. Throw him a follow if you like. But otherwise, if you got other things to do, I'll just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world, and I'll see you folks around. Take care, everyone. Hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow.